Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I ain't lying. This is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord. That's Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I'm going to tell you Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. Prophecies start with head down, and the Lord God tells the rebel, here's a rebel, I'm going to use you as a signal. And so that signal has now gone forth, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord. And know the spirit of the Lord God is what? Prophecy that he had left throughout all ages, to all generations. Now that's going to be paid. That's going to be paid so fast. Then he said, Malachi chapter 3, verse 1, behold, I will send my messenger, he shall prepare the way before me. The Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delighted, behold, he shall come. Then he said, Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. No, I shall send Elijah to you before the breaking breath of the day of the Lord. He shall turn the horse of the children back to the fall, the horse to the children. At least I'll come and strike the earth with a curse. But I'm going to tell you, read Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. You got to go to Horeb. And that's all Deuteronomy and whatever else is in Horeb. Now, you got to know that. If you don't know that, you're not going to make it, you're not going to succeed, and you might find yourself in hell. Just let me know. You got to know y'all. Anyway. So yesterday I had a mishap. I touched some button on this thing, and every time I touch some button on this thing here, I can't never bring it back for YouTube. That's it. Especially they don't want me to be on there as it is. But I told you, man. And people had cut me off one time. Now look at all the trouble they were in with Trump. I don't think they're not in no trouble. They are. Them people, them elitists, man. I don't care how much money Google and all them had. Them leaders are band together. But that's the one who own all the stuff. Yeah, you might own Google, but they own a power company. You see, that they don't get. You know? Yeah. Oh yeah. You might own Google, but we own the airwaves. Man, I'm telling you, man, you gotta know your enemy, who you up against. So they had a guy, Murray somebody, so he's gonna challenge me or something on YouTube. We put down one of those messages. Every now and then somebody put a message down there to challenge me. But God has been don't want me to put the full force on him. So I just put a little bit, just a little curse on, not a big curse. Man, so that's gone off force because man, y'all doing some stuff and y'all listen to me. It was better for him to just turn it off. I don't want to listen to him and just turn it off. Still make a comment. If you want, once you make that comment, God hears that. God knows, you might be hiding your face from me, but you can't hide from God. And I'm God's servant, his humble servant. So you know what God gonna do to you. All right, I might just put a little curse against you, but God, no, because I tell him to kill everybody. Him, his sons, his daughter, his mama, his daddy, his cousin, all of them. That's right. To keep that thing, because that's what God have to do for stop. It's a sickness, it's a sore disease that he got to cut out. He's gonna do it. But anyway, I listened to Robertson this morning, James Robertson. Yeah, he got his book out. I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down. But anyway, so he was talking about how his son surprised him, and now his son wrote a book, Upgrade or something like that. Man, I told you that. That's what they do. They just one generation handed over to Jesus. Said that's what Jesus told. He said, "You are the children of those that killed the prophets. You are the children of those that sinned and did wicked stuff." So that's why you have to kill them all. You can't just kill one or two. You got to kill them all. All those who believe in that and all those who go that way. All right, just let you know, because that was going on. And I dreamed all night, but don't ask me what I didn't remember. God just brought a little snippet back to me about what I just dreamed about last night. The war is going on, man. I'm telling you, serious war going on. But anyway, revealed that dream to me I had the other day. And I told you about, man, let me just give it to you. No. Because I told you in the dream that I didn't know. Come on, brother. People never taught us nothing, man. God, the Most High, don't teach us. We won't know nothing. And they can twist and turn, but you can't twist and turn this, man, because I saw wickedness. They said, this is wickedness. And she was standing because I was above her. And I didn't know all of this. I just told you how to dream, but boy, he brought it back to me and said, this is wickedness. And she stand between I saw this being stand between the heaven and the earth. That's when you go read it. That's how it reads in the scripture. And this is wickedness. And then she stepped forth, took that ephod and pointed down, and I seen the whole earth being covered. Wickedness covering the whole earth. Oh, that's why that revealed to me. Then after that, then he took me to Revelation. Oh, I didn't know what this was, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you what's going on, man. Hold up. No, because I told you about that fire that's in the Gulf of Mexico. All right. No. The fire was in the Gulf of Mexico, man. Come on, bro. It was on all the news stations and everything, man. Come on, bro. So let's go there. No. We going now. Yeah. So I didn't know, man, that's God. That didn't know what time you're on the timeline, man. Come on, bro. We know we're on the timeline. Come on, let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. Oh, wait. Now, that's me. I'm rushing. Yeah, because I got a lot to go over, and today is the new moon. New moon starts this evening. All right. The 9th day starts this evening. Okay, well, let me see. Chapter 15. Revelation chapter 15. I saw another sign in heaven, a great and marvelous 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up with the wrath of God. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. Yeah, and did we not see that? Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico is a sea, and it was mangled with fire. It was the night, and them that have gotten the victory over the beast, and them that have gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having harps of gold. And all right, and so that's where we at now on the timeline, because we know that thing didn't cover the whole earth. Now they know it's about to have a new variant. Yeah, I told you what they're doing, man. That's Satan. Let's go to it. When Satan injected that evil inclination to that fruit and gave it to Eve, and then Satan and Eve born Satan's child, Cain. Yeah, that was Adam's child. That was Satan's child. All right. No, he told you that. And then, okay, and so now they're giving you that vaccine. That evil inclination is in that vaccine because God already told you that. And then I told you, yeah, when that angel stood in between heaven and earth, and that said, this is wickedness that was covering the whole earth. This is wickedness. And let me just read it to you. And it told inadvertently they have started this properly. See, when they try to get rid of this complete, they have started. So all that's the started, bro. All right, just telling you. I'm just telling you, bro. Yeah, well, you ain't gotta believe in me because I didn't know. I'm telling you, I didn't know. But then he showed me. Showed me what it is. He pulled out wickedness. It's already pulled out. Nothing you can do. Let me see. No, I think it was in Zechariah chapter 5. I read that to you the other day. Yeah. All right. No. Because she was standing up. She was standing up between the heaven and the earth. And I saw that, and God just brought it to me this morning. Yeah. It's the curse. The curse has been gone over the whole. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that steals should be cut off on this side, according to it and everyone. Right, but then, well, let's go back to me, my prophecy. All right, now I ain't tell you all my prophecies. Anyway, here you go. Oh, he said, this is wickedness, and cast it into the midst of the ephod, and he cast the weight laid upon the mouth thereof. All right. So, no, it goes over the whole earth. Got to go all the way back down to exactly this where I stopped at yesterday. I got cut off. Got to go all the way down and say the angel talked to me, Zechariah chapter 5, verse 10. It said, then said I to the angel that talked to me, whether do these bear the ephah? All right, and it said to me, to build an house in the land of Shinar, it should be established, set upon her own base. All right, then, no, because we went over that. I read to you that was the first, and then going back to the first, Nimrod was the first. And you know what he did? He set up a house, established his wicked house. Anyway, nope. I just go listen to the video yesterday. It's in there. Okay. All right. So we know that God to build a house that's an evil, wicked house that they're gonna build once again in Shinar, just like Nimrod had the first time. And already started. All right, so now let's go to Malachi. I just let you know that if somebody try to put, man, boy. No, he said Malachi chapter 4, verse 6. Next, yeah, he should turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers. At least I come to smite the earth with a curse. So now we know the curse has already started. Then God just gonna get wickeder and wickeder, man. All right. Because when you go to the chapter 4, verse 1, Malachi chapter 4. For behold, the day coming shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that in the day that cometh shall burn them up, all the wicked. And the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. No. But unto them that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And he shall go forth and grow up as calf of the star. And you shall tread down, let's continue on. And you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes upon the sole of your feet in the day that I do this, say the Lord of hosts. And I know it have already started. Yeah, because I told you I had a dream about ashes upon. I said, man, what that? It was like dirt. I didn't know. And the Lord boss, God, just like this morning, man, he showed me. Yeah, I just, you don't. I paid no attention to it. Then he showed me this morning. The angel, that's what I saw. I was looking on top, and I saw the angel looking between the heaven and earth. That's where she was at. And then she looked at me, and then she talked to me and told me what was going on. I said, this is wickedness. Man, I said, yeah. Anyway, now I just want to get that to you. So let's go. We're going to, it got so much now because if you've been listening to me, and God will start blessing y'all, truly blessing y'all. So a lot of things y'all know now. So they can't hide nothing from you no more because we have the knowledge now. And so they can't hide nothing from us no more. They can't. We have the knowledge of God. So there ain't no such thing as that ain't. There's no such thing as, hey man, I don't know. And that what you say now, where you find it out? That's not written in the Holy Bible. That's a lie. That's another lie. You might not know where it's at or how he wrote it and put it down there, but yeah, it's in there. Just a snippet of it, but it's in there. Woe to them that devise iniquity and do work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. So we know that they're doing that right now. All right. They covered fields and take them by violence, and house and take them away. So they oppress the man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right? They're over there in that land right now. And Esau, you might show with their white is right doctrine. That was the thing that was way deeper than that. Yeah, that leads to death, man. A lot of them going to hell. Because the Lord God told you. He told you. No. A lot of times we think those messages are for us, but those messages are not for them. Those messages for Esau children. Yeah. Yeah, they hate us for the everlasting hatred. Not all of them, but I'm just saying, because Father Obadiah, he told him, said, y'all gonna have to change. And then he pronounced judgment against them. I didn't read that to y'all before, man. Let me go ahead. Let's get there because the time will be gone and I'm not going to be able to get left. I have another mishap. Therefore, thus say the Lord, behold. Oh, another thing. Yeah, they admitted this morning on CBS News how they did shorten the attention span of everybody. Yeah, he told them how to shorten the attention span. That was a desired prayer. And then it said something don't happen fast and quick, they don't want to have nothing to do with it. So they don't see that power fast and quick. They don't want. But God is not like that. God is patient, very patient. Yes. Therefore, thus say the Lord, behold, against this family that do devise an evil from which ye should not remove your necks, neither should you go hardly. For this time is evil, and so that's where you at. You're in an evil time. The Lord God told you ungodliness and righteousness are growing up at the same time. You are in the messianic era. Grace is closing, messianic is beginning. All right. Ungodliness and the righteousness growing up at the same time, man. In a day now, in a day that we know what they have done, the inclination, the evil inclination that they shot these people, yeah, it's gonna take them over. Watch. And that day one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, say, Micah 2nd chapter, we be utterly spoiled, and he hath changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me? Turn away heat and have divided our fields. So all that has been divided there. That land over there that really didn't divide the whole earth. Oh, another thing. Yeah, I was looking at was talking about I can't think of that. Man. That glad you do there. CBS Morning News, and he was talking about Hades and talk about how when they wanted freedom, the French made them pay the slave owners. Yeah, they made them pay the slave master restitution. Why? So he went with the thing. Yes, he saw Edomites children. Make them pay that restitution. And said that would make Hades broke and made them poor and property. That's a lie. No, they made them pay restitution and said that the end of that restitution was paid in 1947. So you know what happened in 1947. All right, then that started marking off the 70 years. So that's the end of the 70 years. But that's not why Haiti is impoverished and everything. All right, Lord God already told you because they don't want to repent. Lord God told you when you repent with your whole heart, keep all my commandments, then I'm going to bless you. And so that's what they say. Some of them claim that they are descendants of Levi. Some of them claim it. All right, then y'all have to repent, put on sackcloth and ashes, and stop running behind things of this world. And burn them. Yeah, burn them idols and things out your land. Get all that out your land. And burn all those idols and things. And when they come there talking about, well, we're gonna vote another president in, we're gonna get another president in, and all that stuff. Man, you gotta go what our father Solomon have taught us. Our father Solomon told you about that act. I mean, I know I didn't read too much into that, but he told you that act is a people don't need no leader, not to have a queen, and they just work and do what they're supposed to do. They don't have no official leader. No, because she a leader, she just stay there and make babies. Come on, man. But they work, and so that's about all of us. It's not just for them, that's for all of us to repent. Obey God. We do have one leader, and that's who? All right. He's the head, and everybody else are different members, and everybody played a part as being different members. And so they're over there talking about, man, y'all got it all over there, man. If y'all start obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, he's gonna show you, he's gonna prove to you that you're not living in the property is that you're not obeying his voice, keeping his commandments. And running behind money, silver, and gold. Still running behind your creator in all his ways. And that's why you never succeed. All right? Well, y'all keep on doing like you're doing, and you still gonna come out the same outcome. Y'all, I told you about that. All the games, I already showed it to you. Y'all got all those games and all that want this game want that. He wants to rule over this people and do harm to this people, man. All it takes is one person over there to cast all that stuff out of his eyes. and return to worshiping His Creator in spirit and truth. Oh, God needs one. Yeah. One. He sent out John. He was one. He sent out Apostle Paul. He was one. And look at the changes that they made. Jesus came down himself. He was one. And look what happened. That's why he always tell you, cast the beam out your eye. That beam is everything of this world, everything of sin. And you cast everything of Azazel. You cast all that out your eye and start worshiping your Creator spirit and truth. Then you're going to be truly blessed. Yeah. Because that's what's wrong with that nation. And they got y'all living in sin. Then they got him living on top of it. He on top of the mountain. And he living like this. You don't worry about that man living on top of the mountain. That's all he gets. He don't get what you get. And he don't have the communication, open communication with the Most High like you have. And that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all go by what somebody else said, and it's you. No, I just could blame that old white man, this white man, and all that. The Lord God said, man, it's you. You're the one that disobey my voice. You're the one that keep my commandments. And he showed that. And then you cried over something that happened in 1947 or before that. Come on, bro. What's the reason you're in slavery now? How did you get into captivity? That's what you should be looking at. How did we get here? And what we got to do to get out of this, as he had to put in all his word and everything. Oh, man, y'all want riches. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all want riches and, oh, I want to buy this and that. Boy, I want to put this on the wall. It's going to look good. Now, oh, yeah, I want to put this in my house and oh, it's going to smell good and all that. Yeah, and all you're doing is cursing your house. Not only that, cursing yourself. The Lord said, these are cursed objects. Don't bring them into your house. But you don't want to listen to that. But don't worry. Don't worry. It won't be long now. It won't be long now. Yeah. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. Prophesy ye not. Say they to them that prophesy. They shall not prophesy to them, that they shall not take shame. That they shall not take shame. I repeat, prophesy ye not. Say they to them that prophesy, they shall not prophesy to them, that they shall not take shame. O thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Lord straitened? Are these his doing? Do not my words do good to him that walk uprightly? Yes. Oh, yeah. Is the spirit of the Lord straightened? Yes. Even late my people is risen up as an enemy. You pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men avarice from war. No, because, well, we know what the garment is. We know what the robe is. All right. And once they strip you off that, they can do anything they want. Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy. You pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men avarice from war. That's what they're doing. Well, I was stripping that. When I went that 7 day event, that's the first thing they do. Make it take all the you can't come here with that garment of. No, you got to put on that filth that they had. Once they get you, then your children are trapped in that filth all their lives. Yeah, they think they're doing right. They be mean and evil and hateful, and nobody can be around them. Oh. The women of my people have you cast out from their pleasant house. From their children have you taken away my glory forever. That's what they had. Well, go ask one of them where we going to spend eternity at. Go ask them. Oh, God going to come here and fly us away. We're going to be ever in heaven with the Lord. That's a lie. That's right. And now they have taken away. They have taken away. Then the houses, then we say cast off their pleasant houses, because when you're not running behind silver, gold, and monies and all like that, say, man, yeah. Praise, blessed Anderson. Yeah, man. Wait, once you pray, ask God to, forgive you and bless you, He will. That's all about for bringing you to repentance, man. That's all everything's about, bringing you to repentance. Yeah, when just like God chastises us now, and all these things come up on earth, we had a certain time to repent. And that's what it's about. So once you repent, he blesses you. Yeah, you don't hold, God don't hold that against you, man. God don't hold nothing against you. You hold it against yourself. But once he bless you, that's it. Once you repent, he bless you, that's it, man. I'm just telling you because our people are been taught wrong all these many years. And they want to teach you, if you're not a Christian, you're not going to make it into heaven. Only Christian, that's a lie. That's a lie. You're a Christian and you're going straight to hell with all the rest of the Christians. The good Christians. Yeah. I'm just letting you know. Because I just been reading that this morning. It's a one-on-one relationship you're supposed to have with your Creator. And if you don't have that one-on-one relationship with the Creator, now you being suspect. But let's continue. The woman of my people have so, yeah, they can come home pleasant. Now you've been made mean and angry and hateful by every little thing. Because they lusting after the things of the world. Just like I read to you yesterday about Dana. Okay. Instead of us staying at home, she didn't want to stay at home. No, she wanted to go out there and finger plot and pluck and everything. What happened to her? And that's the same thing happened to her. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of that going on, man. They want everything of this world. God will give them everything of this world. But we know what's going to happen to this world. But now children have you taken away my glory forever. And you guys, I did the same thing. You had my children run behind education, monies, and houses, and all like that. Never taught them about, I didn't know myself, never taught them about God coming back and bring us to our holy mountain. The earth is meant to be inhabited. No. No. And a lot of times what we did, we left too much of educating our children to the schoolhouse today. That's one thing they made sure they took education, prayer out the schoolhouse. They made sure they did that. Then they took it out of the church house, that stuff they do in the church house. That prison house, man. And you're in there constantly and always begging and asking for money. And yeah, they got their conference going on right now. Oh, God gonna bless you. Gonna make sure your business succeed. He'll make sure you be wealthy. That is not of God, man. It's all of your father devil. Anyway, but yeah, I'll listen to Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye. Yeah, this world was mine. Some people know that come from out the church house. Yeah, come out the church house. A lot more songs they took and changed that came out of the church house. And you know, it's a hurtful thing, man. Because one time all you wanted was to make sure that you serve the Most High, children healthy, you healthy, make sure they have all that can change. Yeah. Now it's coming up. Yeah, I'm just telling you, they know about the holding that was going on. And they want to complain about but they don't want to talk about their holding and what they had done. A lot of men children out of way a lot, and you know, like they say, got caught up when they was teenagers and all like that. But the generation before us didn't tell us about those things. They didn't. And they was trying to hide it and caught up with them. No, let me tell you, because God it's more than what we think it is, man. God is a just God, man. And what we did is we deserve everything that we get, man. Yes, we do. Every bit of we deserve. Because it's not about our fathers and what they have done, fine. Just like Esau, you might show, that's fine. But we read that Father Obadiah had repented. Okay, well, here Esau, you might have repented, right? Father, I don't know if we was one, but I know Father Job, they repented. Eleazar, they repented. I mean, they done the way of the Most High. And so you can't go by, I can't go by what my father and them done. They didn't have it, they didn't know that as God had the remedy for that. But me, myself, I'm supposed to obey his voice, keep his commandments. And I have learned that. And so the knowledge has increased. And like both Daniel and other books tell you, that the knowledge for Ezekiel too, Hosea, all of them tell you about how the knowledge has been increased, and we're supposed to seek out that. Because in that knowledge is prophecy. More than just that, I can tell it all to you, but man, seek it out. He'll divulge it to you. Yeah. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And so this place is not your rest. Get rid of all that stuff. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. And that's what's coming on right now. I got to hurry up because I started the lesson early because I want to go to another spot. And so that's what's on the earth right now. And say because it's polluted, but grace said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And a lot of y'all into that Christianity, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, or whatever ism that you're in, that's not yours. Man, Lord God, I just read that this morning, man. That wickedness, man, that wickedness ain't nothing nice. And you're wilding in it. Yeah, you know you're rejecting what I say. Just like that man, all this stuff, I don't know what he's doing. Murder somebody. Man, ain't with that foolishness, man. Don't you get off that, brother. Because if that's what you're going to do, you're destroying yourself. Nobody, you destroy yourself. God will reward a man according to his works, according to his deeds. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a soul destruction. If a man walk in the spirit and falls to do lie, saying, I will prophesy the deed of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people. Okay, well, understand what wine is, understand what strong drink. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. See, I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. Now, we have learned, no, because they don't teach you this. Celestial, and terrestrial. So that was done in heaven. And when you go, this Testament of Solomon, it tells you. Yeah, it's in there. Testament of Solomon. And it tells you what they do, how they got heaven in heaven first, and then they have it on earth. Let's see if I can read it. No, because our people don't want to. They want houses, land, money, no thing, but that's not no. Let's see. Let's see. Wait. No. Let's see. I won't try to find it because you need to know about in 113, paragraph 113. And when they were gone, I ordered Onias to be brought forward, and he said to me, tell me how you know this. And he answered, we demons ascend into the firmaments of heaven and fly about among the stars. See, the firmaments of heaven, celestials. So that's what they say. Say we are, say they're gone. I ordered Onias to be brought. He said, tell me how you know this. And he answered, we demons ascend into the firmaments of heaven and fly about among the stars. And we hear the sentence which go forth upon the souls of men, and for what we come, whether by force or influence, about fire or by sword or some accident. Reveal our acts of destruction. And if a man does not die by some untimely disaster or by violence, then we demons transform ourselves in such a way to appear to men and be worshipped in our human nature. So that's what I'm telling you. All right, I can give it to you as he has given it to me. So the spiritual, you forget about the celestial. Those things come from God down to us. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No. Now surely assemble, O Jacob, of all of these. So that's what's going on. We was assembled in the celestial. All of that was, and that's what we still being doing. We're still being assembled. We obey his voice, keep his holy commandment, the holy covenant. We have to come together like that first, so we can, so that when Jesus come back and do the rest, you waiting on a false Messiah or we not? Anyway, let me continue. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They should make great noise by the reason of the multitude of men. That's another thing. That's why I'm telling the people over there, hey, man, y'all need all that foolishness, man. Get rid of all that. God will take all that, everything away from you. Because y'all running behind money, silver and gold, wood and stone, and you're serving silver and gold, wood and stone, all that. That's why y'all have nothing right now. You're serving the Most High, and all in want the Most High. With the Most High, y'all be some blessed people. Yeah, y'all be truly blessed people. But y'all, if y'all running behind, oh, we want us another president, another king, y'all gonna sit up and he's gonna be what? Corrupt. He's gonna be corrupt. Yeah, you be corrupt. Breed of dogs, never to have enough. And then that's y'all. Because you're going to be judged individually. So y'all have to repent. Individually, have to repent. Start serving the Most High. Don't worry about what somebody else do. When our fathers went out, they went out by themselves. Abraham, I don't care what he did, still was by himself. Isaac, we married, whatever, he still was by himself. And Father Jacob, he had all them, but he still was by himself. All right? Let you know, because it was up to him to serve the Most High. When God brought those judgments against any one of our fathers, is because what they had done, just like David, when Father Jacob put himself with God, say God rules in the heaven celestial, and I rule all the earth. God, he had sinned. Yeah, he has sinned. I'm gonna show you tomorrow what's gonna go down. Yeah, but I'm telling you, but it's much more to that, and I want to get to it. Because you're blaming some stuff on other people, and you should be blaming yourself. And no, you don't have, the reason why I don't have 48 of you because they get, nah, why you're in this land, why are you in this slavery? And that's you don't want to go back to that part, though, huh? I'm just saying you got to go all the way back to that part. And you sin against what? Heaven? Right. You sin against God, disobey his commandment, didn't keep his covenant, you did that, doing that right now today. And you sin against heaven. That's what you're doing. All right. All right. You're going to get by like this guy talking about, I can really put too much effort into that. You know, because you talk about, he disagreed that we are a certain type of angel, I guess, with certain type of power, and we got power from up on high. Man, yeah. Man, if you know, man, Lord, I can share the whole lot with y'all. When those stars start falling down from heaven, and y'all be dodging them, God will bring you back. Yeah, he's gonna bring you back to mind. He's gonna say, so well you listen to that told you that the star was gonna fall from heaven. He's gonna bring that back to your mind before you chastise. He does that. Man, all that sin I had done in my lifetime, and then when something happened to me, you make sure saying this would happen to you because this is what you did. And you make sure I know what I did in order for that punishment. Yeah, I told you that yesterday when I out there committing fornication, adultery, jumping with this woman, going with that woman, going out this place, eating that place, and wind up back and bathing and all that. He reminded me of that. Yes, he did. Definitely remind me of that. Now my daughters and sons, them doing the same thing. I don't want them to do that, but he reminded me of it. All right. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's why a lot of y'all, I don't know that with your wives and your husbands, that's why they out there bad. Anyway, well, some of y'all out there bad and don't want to know why I keep on falling down. And how you in this not in a monogamous relationship. Man, one of those triangle relationships, man, no woman doesn't make a difference. Because you're not obeying the voice, keeping his commandments. And as long as you're not obeying the voice, keeping the commandments, these demons gonna have their way with you. Yeah, well, go into this church out, this Christianity and stuff. Well, I've been trying to get him out of my system, girl, for the longest time. Oh man, I've been trying to get away from her the longest time. Yeah, you know, you're gonna pay for that, your children, you're gonna pay for it also. Yeah. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah, and the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by the reason of the multitude of men. The breaker is come up before them. They have broken up and have passed through the gate and are gone out by it. And their king shall pass before them, and the Lord on the head of them. Okay. You gotta read all that to you, but Shepherd of Armies, isn't it now? Yeah, when I tell you this, that's what you got. I got it. To you. Now say, hear my prayer, ye O heads of Jacob, ye prince of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know just who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones? Oh, he showed me that it was autopsy. That's what they call it when you cut the fillet skin open. Whoso eat the flesh of my, and who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot, and there's flesh within the cauldron. I told you all that, showed you all that too. Yeah, they're doing that. They're still doing that in contact with people, doing all kinds of stuff. But it's more to it than just that. All right. Oh, because when I started obeying the voice, keeping the covenant, not just the Sabbath day, the covenant. I was behind this white church I was building with a big old pot. That pot was burning. And then lately I told you about this year I had that dream about that cauldron. Yeah. Then it said, then should they cry unto the Lord, but he would not hear them. He would even hide his face from them at that time, as they had behaved themselves ill in their doing. So that's why, yeah, because you don't want to repent. This is why I told your father that in the wilderness, obey my voice, keep my commandments, and it should go well with you, but you haven't been doing that. Thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace, and he put it not into their mouth. They even prepare war against him. Because they're supposed to be fighting against Satan and Jesus coming back, but you know the false Messiah is coming. Okay. I mean, just giving it to you as he's giving it to me. You know, I just went over that with you yesterday. All right, you had nine people that were going to rule the whole earth, all the world. And you're on the ninth one right now, the false Messiah. The 10th is Jesus. All right. Therefore, the night shall come upon you that you should not have a vision, and shall be dark unto you that you should not divine. The sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. Yes. And then shall the seals be ashamed, and the diviners confound. Yea, they shall cover their lips, but there is no answer of God. But but truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord, and of judgment and of might. Declare unto Jacob his transgression, Israel his sins. I've just been telling y'all that. But I got more to it than that. But I didn't ask God to bring back to now. I know I dream every night. I minister to angels. She come and minister to me. All y'all had one also. And minister to you, well, if it's good thing, but if not, evil thing. But because we went over there so and so. Anyway, go read the vision of Paul, or the apostles of Paul, and they tell you this in there also. All right, and so he just finna tell you. Yeah, I didn't ask him to bring him back to me. I know, your seers should be ashamed, your diviners confound. diviners confound. They shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of God. Yeah, well, I mean, God give me answer there. I'm just telling you. So I hope you say it's gonna be that way and it's that way. So I don't even worry about it. Long as obey his voice, keep his commandments, statutes, judgment, and everything he has done to me. Why should I worry about those things? That's why Jesus said, keep these things. As long as you do these things, it's gonna go well with you. I ain't had to worry about none of that. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord and of judgment, and the might to declare unto Jacob his transgression and Israel his sin. As I've been doing it, but that's the law. The power of his Spirit is in me. And he wants the same thing to be in you. Let's continue on. Hear this, I pray to you, ye heads of the house of Jacob and the prince of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. Hey, y'all do it. Y'all do it. Buy my book, buy my CD, and come partnership with me. Then you got the people, Esau, Edomites, children on television. And you listen to them, they act like they're the ones in captivity. That they're the ones that are being enslaved. That's why they change these books and everything there. Yeah, because they want to, Esau and them, this is ours. This is ours. This belongs to us. Yeah, that's what they're telling you. They tell you that all the time. We the ones. Yeah, we're the firstborn, not you. You stole that birthright from us. Yeah, that's what they're telling you in so many words. Man, go listen to them. Ask them. Yeah. Hear this, I pray to you, heads of the house of Jacob and prince of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. Is that not so over there? Okay, well, that's what they're doing, war and fighting ever since they've been over there. That's the same thing that happened. So ever since they've been over there. Okay. But there's some evil wicked people over there, man. Those Esau children, every bit of Esau and them children. I was over there, I could tell you every bit of Esau children, but our people don't know that. No. Some of our people know that. They build up Zion with blood, Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads thereof judge for reward, the prince thereof teach for hire. Does they not do that? Man, you're not going to go in that church, y'all, synagogue, sanctuary, high place of town. You ain't going to go there without the money, without silver and gold, or whatever you have to reward the gifts and things that they want. Man, go to turn on their store right now and see what they ask for. See what they want you to do for. Or CBN, TVN, see if they buy my book, buy my CD partnership with. Go see. I mean, it's on there. All right. That was the law of God telling you this is going to be all, that's where you're at now on the timeline. The heads thereof judge for reward. The priests thereof teach for hire, right? All right, the prophets thereof that bind for money. Yet would they lean upon the Lord and say, it's not the Lord among us, no evil can come upon us. Man, you go over that piece of dirt and say, yeah, after that 6-day walk, the demons. Come on, bro. And they don't think nothing for a dog gonna smack them people so hard, so fast. They're gonna know that the Lord ruled it. No, they're waiting on the false Messiah. He's coming. He's probably here now. Waiting to be revealed. We got everything right. So many of them shots go out and they start killing each other, and then he's gonna come up, oh, I got a solution. He's gonna do something. All right. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest. Yeah, God will destroy that place. Totally, he's going to destroy it because the righteous seed, the righteous nation in there. Jacob is not, nah, all of Jacob is not over there. All right. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. And many nations shall come and say, come, let us go unto the mountain, up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of God of Jacob, and he will teach us the ways, and we will walk in his path. For the law shall go forth from Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Okay. No, he ain't over there. Not over there. You gotta wait for the wicked one. And he shall judge among many people, rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hooks, but we know when that's going to be. Nation not live up the sword against nation, neither shall they learn war and war. But that's what tell you, they're gonna have a big war. They're gonna be fighting against others, against each other. Yes, they are. But it shall, they shall set every man upon his mind, upon his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken this after. For all the people will walk everyone in the name of his God, and he will walk in the name of the Lord our God forever and ever. And in that day, said Lord, I will assemble her that halted, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted. That's us. That's this world hell. Hey, come on, bro. Jacob's children. That is the church. All right. Now make her that halted a remnant, and her that was cast off a strong nation. And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth and even forever. So those people who think that some God come and fly your way, once again, I told you that too many times, bro. And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. Now, so when you find that at, shelter of Hermes. You gotta know what the tower is. Yeah, go learn up that tower, man. It's in the shelter of Hermes. I done been over with you before. Now, why does thou cry aloud? Is there no king in thee? Is there thy counselor perish for the pains that take thee as a woman in travail? Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. But now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the fields, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem you from the hands of thy enemies. So we're already in Babylon. You know that Babylon is scattered throughout all the world. We are scattered throughout all the world. And now we come into repentance. Go read it. Go read it. Whereas in the 12 patriarchs, come on, man. No, I'm not going there. We are in the land of our enemies. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the land of thy enemies. And that's where we are, and we're there. But we got to repent first. Now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. People know what they're doing, man. Satan told them demons have never left contact with these people, as you see now. And when they have to go spill innocent blood, they do it. They have to go drink blood, and that's what he's telling them. Just been reading it. If they got to go drink blood, and kill people, and eat the flesh and everything to be close with the demons, that's what they're doing. Go back to the Noahican laws. Yeah, go to the Noahican laws, the Noahican laws, the Noahican laws. Go to them. And everything that the people, Noahican laws say they don't do, they are doing it. So they can be in contact with these demons at all times. The demons give them what? Silver, gold, money, land, and how it's doing, bro. Go read the Testament of Solomon. It's in there. That was in the Testament of Solomon, I'll tell you. Yeah, they never lost contact with them demons. That's why they have those rituals and do all like that. Come on, man. In the book of Enoch, go to the book of Enoch. They told you what they taught them women: sorcerers, cutting roots, dividing of roots, astrology, and all that. Come on, bro. All that stuff, them demons, man. All right, then let's continue on reading. I mean, okay, well, I'm just a lie in the damn food. Then I say I can stop that. Well, I mean, you can't. It's not me. It's God telling you this. I'm reading to this all the time. They're like the guy gonna do all that text and everything. I'm telling you what God said, what thus say the Lord. I'm reading it to you constantly, and you still don't want to believe. You get what you deserve. Now also many nations are gathered against thee and say, let her be defiled. Let our eye look upon Zion. And that's what they did. They cast us out, and they made us an abominable thing to be associated with and everything. Go, man, go to in the stronghold Asia, anywhere in Asia, man. No people don't like nothing black. All right, in the United States, go on some of the East Coast where that's all over the United States. They don't want you in their neighborhood. They don't want you nothing. All right, then what they tell them, let us be defiled and let us eyes look upon Zion. And so that's what they did. They made you a cursed object that they went in your land and took your land, well, claimed to be taking your land and claimed that they are the rightful heirs, the rightful owners of the land. And then they made everybody hate you. Yeah. No, they don't. The Jewish people, they don't hate the Jewish people. They hate the Jews. The true Jews, they hate. But the Jewish people, they don't hate. No. No, they don't hate them about money, silver, and gold and everything. No, they like that. But the true Jewish people who only want to serve the great God, go read Obadiah and see what he said. Yeah. Anyway, I hope to touch on it a little bit, but you know how that time goes. That time is gone by already. Anyway, let's continue on. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel. For he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. Arise and thrush, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their grain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, he gave me this yesterday. That's what's going on. All I can do is try to give it to you as he hasn't given it up to me, because you have not know anything about it. I don't care who you are. I'm an Esau child. I'm an Edom. Well, repent, obey his voice, keep his commandments, and you get power from on high too, because he blessed Father Obadiah, he blessed Father Job. Come on, man. I ain't talking about with land, house, and I'm talking about the Spirit of God. And he blessed these people, man. Go read it. I done read some of it to you, but you go read it yourself, man. And we're in the Messianic era where we get everything being restored back unto it. Just like when the day of Pentecost, the fire came down and they were speaking in the Spirit and everything. And so that's the way we had it. I heard a young man on YouTube yesterday speaking in the Spirit. But he got on the chain on his neck. See, it's about Christianity with him. He got that chain around his neck and stuff like that. You gotta get rid of all that stuff out, man. Get rid of all that foolishness. What you need, what that chain gonna do for you? What those ornaments in your house doing for you? Oh, it just look good. Not like that. That same looking good, you like that, it's sending you hell because with all of the Father and saith. Tell you. All right. And then when something go off, that's what he told you. Yeah, them things he told you, say, wait a minute, I read it to you right here. Testament of Solomon. Yeah, Satan will give you what you want. And in the end, he's going to take it all. Watch. I say unto him, Beelzebub, what is thy employment? He answered me, I destroyed kings. I allied myself with foreign tyrants. My own demons I set on to men in order that the latter may believe in them and be lost. And so that's what they did. You start believing in the church out, they'll pass and preaching and things, and at the end what happened? No, you're broken up. You got arthritis, kidney disease, eye trouble, ear trouble, and all the other trouble, isms and troubles. And you don't see that, but you say, oh no, I've been a Christian for 50 years. I've been a Christian for 60 years. And you're dying of all the sickness and disease that the Most High told you wasn't going to die from. Man, come on, bro. When our father Adam died, he was sick that day or whatever, and then he was gone. Before then, he wasn't sick. Just like our mother Rebecca. Not Rebecca. Yeah, our mother Rebecca, she wasn't sick no time. Then all of a sudden, one day she took sick and she died. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. And no, that's what you do. That's what it's about. Get them to believe that they're doing good for you, but they're not, and you're gonna be lost. And also, chosen servants of God, priests and faithful men, I incite unto desires of wicked sins and evil heresies and the lawless deeds that they obey me. Now bear them on to destruction. Now I inspire men with envy and desire for murder for war, sodomy, and other evil things, and I will destroy their work. Oh man, and that's what you see going on right now. No, too late now. We're going there now. We're going to first. Let's go for Father Abraham first. That's where we're going first. And then after we go to Father Abraham, we're going back to Father Jacob. The reason why I'm going to Father Jacob because we are Israel. All right, that's where we come from. 10 generations were from Noah to Adam, and show how great his clemency of God. For all generations provoked him to wrath, even us right now. That's why we're in this captivity. Until Abraham, my father, came and received the reward of all of them. For the sake of Abraham, God has shown himself long-suffering and patient during the lives of these 10 generations. More. The world itself had been created for the sake of his marriage, Father Abraham. His advent had been made manifest to the ancestor Aru, R-E-U, who utters the following prophecies at the birth of his own was Seruk. Now remember, everything's about prophecy, because that comes from God. From this child shall be born in the 4th generation that shall set his dwelling over the highest, and shall be called perfect and spotless, and shall be the father of nations. And his covenant shall not be dissolved, and his seed shall be multiplied forever. Now that's the prophecy of Father Abraham. But what the thing is, his seed whatever he had is in the seed also. Come on, man. I'll repeat it. Well, this child should be born in the 4th generation that shall set his dwelling over the highest, and he shall be called perfect and spotless, and shall be the father of nations. That's plural. And his covenant shall not be dissolved, and his seed shall be multiplied forever. Come on, bro. And that's when we come from that seed, and we have everything, man. But we disobey his voice. Lord, we obey his voice, keep his commandment. I went over that with you, man. All right? Because y'all just want to think, oh, God just created man, and man did it. Nah, bro. Don't work like that at all. God created man in his image. And how is God's image? And we have all, so God can create his image, and his image don't have no power. But the demons and the devils have all the power. Come on, bro. When you go to the book of Adam, one of the things you tell Father Adam, and Adam was all that Christ said, man, Adam, I have never given Satan power over man. And but y'all go and relinquish y'all power to man, to Christianity, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhism, whatever. That's what we do. I did the same thing. So I'm not just telling you this. I'm telling you something that I did also, not knowing. And when you have the lack of knowledge, say lack of knowledge is true. No. There are people that was telling me, but I reject what they were saying. Oh, no, I don't read that. All I read is the King James Version of the Holy Bible. The people come and tell me and say, well, 7-day Adventists, that's a cult. They tell me something like that. Say, oh, no, they're Christians. And that's what they are. They are Adventist Christians. But we didn't get it. It's a man-made religion, just like HOI people, IUC people, that they got to keep the Sabbath, keeping all these different things. But at the end of the day, they're still begging for money. And at the end of the day, they still got to, I'm just going to read that to you. They get you to believe in them, that they are perfect and upright and they're of God. And you believe in that, next thing you know, there's so much on your way to hell. All right? Because they're around there putting all those colors and everything. And they have the Star Guard of David. That's not the Star of David. That's Moloch. And they have that on them and everything. They just say, well, man, go ahead on with that foolishness. Man, I read that today. It's in the book. Yeah, about what they're going to do. Man. Anyway, let me continue. Give that time will go by. All right. Indeed, high time that the friend of God should make his appearance upon earth. The descendants of Noah were sinking from depravity to low and lower depths of depravity. That's where we are now. They were beginning to quarrel and slay, eat blood, build fortified cities, walls and towers, and set one man over the whole nation as a king, and wage war, people against people, nation against nation, city against city, and do all manner of evil and acquire weapons and teach warfare to their children. Is that not going on right now? And that's why he told us it should be like in a time of Noah. Bro, I mean, Jesus left everything for us, but what happened, us, we get the first part every time he revealed himself unto us, just like he revealed himself unto me. What I do? Oh, I'm going to be a pastor, I'm going to be a preacher, oh, I'm going to have my own ministry, and I'm going to do this. No, you're supposed to wait on him until he gives you the next thing to do, or the next thing. But in the meanwhile, you're supposed to obey his voice, keep his commandments, and seek them out. All right. Don't worry. That's Satan. Satan tell you what he had done. Anyway, so they had began what? To quarrel, to slay, to eat blood, build fortified city walls and towers, and set one man over the other day. So we know all that's going on right now. All right, because Jesus told us it should be like in the time of Noah. And then you already, especially when you took that vaccine, that evil inclination, I already explained that to you, told you what that is, right? Okay, I didn't know either. I didn't know. But now I know, and that's why I'm telling y'all. All right. Man, it's the lack of knowledge. Anyway, and do all manner of evil and acquire weapons and teach warfare to their children, as they're doing it now. And they begin also to take captive and sell them as slaves. And they made unto themselves molten image, which they worship, each one the idol he had molded for himself. For his evil spirit under their leader mastermind led them astray to sin and all in uncleanness. That's what I'm telling y'all now. Oh, well, because y'all go to the store and everything, and well, I'm going shopping, I'm going antique shopping and everything. Then you go out there and buy these idols, because that's all the idols. Oh, man, that ain't no idol. Yes, it is idol. And you bring it in your home, you sit up and look at it. I tell you, thankful of it. Yeah. All the idols. And then when all that evil stuff was happening to me, I didn't know where it was coming from. No, I was keeping the Sabbath day. I wasn't keeping the covenant. And all type of evil wicked stuff happened over and over again. I don't know, because I'm keeping the Sabbath and praying that one little prayer at night before I go to bed and not doing this, but that's a lie. All that's a bunch of lie and foolishness. And you get caught up into that. And then when the Lord God showed me that all the evil wickedness, that we took it to Deuteronomy chapter 7. And then we took Deuteronomy chapter 7 to show me that I had the cursed objects in my house, and I had to get rid of all that. So I did too. Got rid of all that. Got stuff in his house that I used that one. I don't want it in here now, but you know, yeah, I don't want none of that, bro. No. Man, just telling you, clean up your house, man. Don't worry about how much it costs. You're going to put a price on your soul. Anyway, let's continue on. Well, because that's what they did. They sold his soul for a morsel of bread. And thank God for honoring that. God is not going to honor that. Because God is a just God, a righteous God. I'm going to show you that when we leave here, when we go to Father Jacob. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Oh, so each one, the idol he had molten for himself, for the evil spirit under their leader master led them astray to sin and unclean. Because they're doing the same thing. They got the NBA championship, the football championship, stuff I used to watch, golf championship, and all of them did what? They give them this idol, and they did work all their lives and did all that for what? To get that idol, and the money, idol worship. That's what they have done. And they're not. Okay, I'm just letting you know. But they don't want to see it that way. And then when the time comes, Lord God strip this world naked, bare naked. They go there, bare naked. He's going to strip it naked. Believe me. Because he said he's going to strip it naked. I have already started. The apocalypse have already started. All right. But this reason, Ryu called him son Sagra, because all mankind had turned aside into sin and transgression. All mankind, has it not? Okay. And when he grew to manhood, the name was seen to have been chosen fitly. But he too worshipped idols, and when he himself had a son, Nahor by name taught him the arts of the charities. All right, so that's what they're still living in the arts of the charities. Let me just read it to you. All right. Now they're living right now in the arts of the charities. I read it to you yesterday because Asia, India. All right. One taught the medicine, the cures with grain. The other one taught the cure with herbs. All right. And then when it came to the charities taught cure with magic, with the demons and everything. Because when you read the Testament of Solomon, you see that the demons can heal you. Yeah, the demon can heal you. Man, go ahead, go read it, bro. All right. Anyway, it's in the Testament of Solomon. Let's go. No, because every time I stop and go show you something to prove this something somewhere else, then I'm losing time where you can go yourself later on and look it up for yourself. Doesn't take long. All right. Research it, man. All right. Let's see, he grew up, man. Wait a minute. All right. And when he grew to manhood, he had seen and had been chosen fitly, for he too worshiped idols and had been himself had a son. Nahor by name, he taught him the arts of the charity, how to be a soothsayer, practice magic according to the signs in heaven. Okay, well, when you go to the book of Enoch, they tell you where all that's from. That's the demons. All that was when Azazel and all the demon came down, they taught them all this, man. And they're still doing it right now. When I see I see a woman, and she got her hair fried, dyed. She got on weave in her hair. She got on lipstick, earring, bracelets, and all that. Know that the devil got hold of that woman. I don't care who she is. I don't care what she calls herself. If I see her with fire raving, I don't care if it's white. You changing it every day. All right, then. Go in your closet. You gotta have a walk-in closet to keep all that foolishness in. And all that's of the devil. He done got you to believe on him. Go read the Acts of John and find out. Men too. Now I gotta have this. I gotta have these many pair of shoes. Because I was watching him talking about Prince and all the clothing and the shoes. He had different shoes and all. Yeah. That's how the demons had it. Demons. Nahor by the name taught the arts of the charities and how to be soothsayers and practice magic according to the signs in heaven. When in time a son was born to Nahor, Masterman sent the ravens and other birds to dispersal the earth and to rob men of the proceeds of their work. Satan sent the ravens and other birds to dispersal the earth and rob men of the proceeds of their work. And as soon as they had dropped the seed in the furrow, behold, they could cover it up with earth. The birds would pick it up from the surface of the ground. And Nahor called his son Terah, because the ravens and other birds plagued men, devoured their seed, and reduced them to destitution. Oh, let's go, man. No. This the famine and the plague had already started, but people don't see it. Because it's just like a seed, they had to be planted. Then it sprouts. The next thing you know, it get a stem, and then in full blooms, it grows up to be a tree. Then after the tree, it starts sprouting fruits. All right, then that's what you're looking at. All right. Oh, I told you, man. I was looking at the angel. I was on top, looking down at the angel between heaven and earth. And she took that ephod and she pointed it down, and I saw that white covering started covering the whole earth. See, yeah, I said, when that, hey, no, I told you. I see the plant is growing, these stars sprouting up from it. I see it revolve black hand silver. Oh, wait a minute. It's something different now. Wait. No. Wait a minute. No. That's a dream that I had. Wait a minute. No, I mean, I ain't got to go back that far. That dream's not that far back. I don't think it's that far back. The covering started the earth, and when it got to almost covering all, She said, when this get, no, when they try to get rid of this, inadvertently the populace had begun. So you know they tried to get rid of it and everything. So the populace had begun, man. And she was pouring out wickedness, the curse over all the earth. I just showed you that. Then in the book of Revelation told you about that fire in the midst of the sea. Did you not see that? All right. All those things mean something. Terah married Ethala, the daughter of Carnival. The offspring of the union was Abraham. His birth had been read in the stars by Nimrod, prophets. For the for the impious king was a cunning astrologer. A cunning astrologer means that he was evil. And it was manifest to him that a man would be born in his day who would raise up against him triumphantly and give the lie to his religion. Triumphantly, and give the lie to his religion. And so that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, it's a lie. What you're doing right now, let's continue on. And his terror and faith told him in the stars. He set for him prince and governors, asked them to advise him in the matter. They asked him, said, our unanimous advice is that thou should build a great house, a station of God at the entrance thereof, and make known to the whole of the realm that a pregnant woman should repair thither together with the midwives. Is that not going on right now today? All right. I'm just letting you know, man, people done some stuff. Who are to remain with them when they are delivered. And when the days of the woman be delivered are fulfilled, the child is born, it should be the duty of the midwife to kill it if it's a boy. But if the child be a girl, it should be kept alive, and the mother should receive gifts and costly garments. And the herald such proclaims, this is done unto the woman who bears a daughter. Now, understand this here, well, you know, they got different things there. China was getting rid of, had nobody want, now they ain't got enough women to do nothing with. Let alone enough men. Yeah, because that's what they did to the United States too. Japan, all of them did that. Made them run behind the money still, the people. And now they got old and you ain't got no people to take care of them. Just like in church houses, all that. God used a man on bridge to trap himself. Okay, but anyway, so we know because I read that to you yesterday. Nimrod has started a religion, and that was you serve idols in his religion, man. Come on, man. I read that to you yesterday, and that's what's gonna happen again. Well, I just read that to you. Anyway, I read that to you yesterday, man. Okay. Anyway, let me continue on. All right, so that's what they're doing now. Yeah, they never stopped doing that. Well, how they have an abortion clinic, right? Okay, they don't they kill people in the abortion clinic except one building, and they kill. Anyway, no, no, you might feel different. The king was pleased with this because the law of God said everything they've done to us, it should be done unto them. And that's they're not looking at. The king was pleased with his counsel because they didn't want us to be birthed and all like that. And so the law of God added according to the words, according to their deeds. The king was pleased with this counsel. He had a proclamation published throughout his whole kingdom, summoning all the architects to build a great house for him, 60 ells high and 80 wide. And after it was completed, he issued a second proclamation, summoning all pregnant women there. And they were to remain until they are confined. Until they are confined. All right, hold up. Yeah, because no, man, they got all type of experimentation. They had the women to go to what family planning. All right, and they would look over the women from the time because that happened to my child. One of my children, they looked over that girl from the time she was conceived to the time she was born. Yeah, and she was born with this disease, a blood disease. Yeah. I ain't tell you everything about this temple. She was born with blood disease. And they done it. They know what they're doing, man. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Yeah, but before they counsel and say, girl, you know you can't afford this baby. We need to do away with this baby. Kill this baby. You know? But a lot of women did go along with them and they did kill their firstborn. They did. A lot of women killed their firstborn. They did. Had abortion, then they had to come back and that pain of what they had done. What they call that? Yeah, that pain what they had done took over so greatly that they had to hurry up and get pregnant again and have a child. All right? Because what they had done, man, that's not of God. It's not of God. Mm-mm. No, because that's what they say. They told you this and that. What makes us, man, that Christianity is so evil and wicked, just like they got, they find all those dead children in Canada. Yeah, that was my Indian, my father and them, my dad and them people. Yeah, yeah. Man, these people are even wicked. It's the same people. These are the children of those people that done it back then. They're doing it right now. Are you still fighting for voting rights? All right, why are you still fighting for voting rights if all the people that done that are dead? Come on, bro. And you still haven't gotten the picture yet? All right. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No. Wait a minute. No. They're going to pay for it. I'm not worried about what they have done. Not crying over that. This is what's going to happen to them. Because well, she might live with a sickness, but in the end, she's going to make it in and they're going straight to hell for what they have done. Officer was appointed to take the women to the house, and God was stationed in it about it to prevent the women from escaping this. He furthermore sent midwives to the house and commanded that they slay the men children at their mother's breast. See, they always been doing that. This was nothing you talking about in Jesus' time and Moses' time. Well, this was way before Jesus and Moses, and they still were there. Tell me, bro. You know, some evil and wicked people. They're still the same way now. Now you go ahead and believe what you want to believe, feel the way you want to feel, but they're still doing it, are they not? All right. No, But if a woman bore a girl that was arrayed in basus, say basus, B-Y-S-S-U-S, silk, embroidered garments, and led forth from the house of detention amid great honors, no less than 70,000 children were slaughtered thus. 70,000 were slaughtered thus. Now, how many abortions there? But this will always go back. When you say like the time of Noah, this always go back to this time. All right, then. So how many people they didn't kill with abortion in the United States alone? We're not talking about throughout the world. All right. All right, let's continue on then. 70,000 children were slaughtered thus. Then the angel appeared before God and spoke, see thou not what he do? You young sinners and blasphemers. The angels, then the angels appeared. Let me say it, D-Lo. Then the angels appeared before God and spoke. See thou not what he doeth? Young sinner and blasphemer. Nimrod, son of Canor, who slays so many innocent babes that have done no harm, and that's what they're doing right now today. Are they not? Come on, bro. How many abortions that they're killing them children, man? All right, I don't care how many children you have, what God say, I'm gonna take care of. All right, and he does. But y'all got looking behind the people, they gotta have the baby gotta come to the world, and we gotta make sure he get an education, and we gotta start school. God didn't tell y'all to do all that. And then y'all make sure that you have the most expensive this, most expensive that. God didn't tell y'all to do that. And they're spiral rotting them children right now. God didn't tell y'all to do that. God told you, I'm going to provide both basic things that He provided for us right now today. No water, bread, clothing, and shelter. He has never stopped doing that. Then you are His right hand. All right, and then our Father blessed with what? Plenty corn. All right, plenty food, plenty water. He blessed us with all this. But we want more than this. Oh, no, I don't want that water. That got to be Fuji water. Oh, no, I don't want that house. It got to be a mansion in a certain area. Come on, bro. All right, wait a minute. Let's continue on. No, and God answered and said, ye holy angels, I know it and I see it. For I neither slumber nor sleep. And I behold and I know the secret things and the things that are revealed. And you shall witness what I will do unto this sinner and blasphemer. For I will turn my hand against him to chastise him. And that's what's going on now in the United States and all over the world. Yeah, oh yeah, God had already told you, the date set. And now that has come to pass. Well, what I tell you, I was there looking at the angel between heaven and earth, and when the curse went out and started covering the earth, man. Okay, well, so the angel telling me that y'all had they had started apocalypse inadvertently. So that's just a lie that I'm just telling you. Okay, well, keep watching it. God is not a lie. Tell you, watch, keep watching. It was about this time that Terah exposed the mother of Abraham. Man, come on, bro. When it's going to happen? I tell you when it's going to happen. It's going to happen now. Because He told you the first year, I'm cut off the right hand, second year, the left hand, third year, took my head and did like that. And so now where you at? All right, then. He told you when these things going to happen. Okay, well, you don't believe? Keep watching. Yeah, they're going to change so fast, so quick on y'all. Y'all will say, no, just let you know. And it was about this time that Terah espoused the mother of Abraham, and she was with child. And when her body grew large at the end of 3 months of her pregnancy, her countenance became pale. Terah said unto her, what ails thee? What ails thee, my wife, that thy countenance is so pale, and the body is so swollen? She answered and said, every year I suffer with madly. No, it said madly. It's a lady at the end. Madly. But Terah would not be put off thus, and he insisted, show me that body. It seemed to me that thou art big with child. If that be so, it behooves us not to be violated the command of our God Nimrod. So he thought God, yeah, it's the command of our God Nimrod. And when because Nimrod told that yesterday, how he built the throne and did everything. Because he's going to do it again. They're going to do it again. All right. And when he passed his hand over the body, there happened a miracle. The child rose until it lay beneath her breast. Yeah, it was a miracle. See, when he passed his hand over her body, there happened a miracle. The child rose until it lay beneath her breast, and Terah could feel nothing with his hands. And he said to his wife, thou didst speak truly, and not because visible until the day of her delivery. So, yeah, I heard women do that. Yeah, you got some women there, you can't even tell that they have a baby. No, the baby be there. Some people, they say some women carry it in their hips and their thighs, and some carry it in their breasts. Yeah, I just seen some of that. Yeah. Yeah, and when her time approached, she left the city in a great terror and wandered through the desert, walking along the edge of the valley until she happened across a cave. She entered this refuge, and on the next day she was seized with thrones, and she gave birth to a son. The whole cave was filled with the light of the child's countenance and with the splendor of the sun, and the mother rejoiced exceedingly. The baby she bore was our father Abraham. His mother lamented and said to her son, alas, do I bore thee at the time when Nimrod is king? For thy sake 70,000 men children were slaughtered, they say. And thy seed was terror on account of thee, that he hear from thy existence to slay thee. Better thou should perish here in this cave than the eye should behold thee dead at my breast. She took the garment in which she had clothed and wrapped it about the body. Then she abandoned him in the cave, saying, May the Lord be with thee. May he not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Okay, well, we heard those words before. All right, that's our God. And that blessing been over us ever since. But no, but we relinquish our blessing. We relinquish our power, giving them this till God take hold of our power by obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, keeping his holy covenant. Because he have never forsaken that we say. When Israel find out that I have never forsaken them, never have left them alone, and have always been with them, they should be ashamed and abhor themselves. And that's what he tells them. They have never. He has never. No, he has never. He always did what? He always did righteous judgment and execution of righteous judgment. He have always done for it. All right, Clyde, I'm going to holler at you. All right. Thus Abraham was deserted in the cave without a nurse and began to wail. God sent Gabriel down to give him milk to drink, and the angel made it to flow from the little fingers of the baby's right hand, and he sucked it at it until it was 10 days old. Now understand this here. That's not the first time. I mean, that's the first time, but that's not the first time I'm hearing of this. Okay, because when the book of Joshua, when they was killing everybody to find Moses, they were taking the children, the boys, and hiding them in the field. All right, them holy angels took care of them children in that field. Yes, they did. All right. And that's what I'm telling y'all right now. Man, when Haggai got kicked out, all right, and what God did for Ishmael, and that was Abraham's child, was it not? Okay, so what you think you're going to do with the blessed people, us? Man, anyway. No. When Lord God came to me, you shall never hunger and thirst again. Believe in my word. And from that day to this day, heaven. No, but because they teach us all this foolishness. And that what we really need to know, you're not being taught. You've been taught, you're being taught to run behind the gods of Nimrod. That's what everything of Azazel, everything of, come on, bro, I read that to you yesterday, man. I have to go there now. Because that's what you're doing, you're running behind the gods of Nimrod. When Nimrod said that, and that's what's coming up now. The same thing coming up right now with this false Messiah, the false Messiah. All right. No. I'm just gonna read it to you. I read it to you already. I'll read it to you again. Because that's what you serve. You serve the gods of Nimrod, the gods of Satan, the gods of this world. Come on, man. All right. No. I'll read it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, what I said, without going to these things, it'll take away from the lesson. But let me see. No, because that's when you work. You're worshiping the 12 gods of Nimrod. That's found in the book of Joshua. But it's in this book also. It's even, here you go. No. This is says that attended to Nimrod undertaking, produce a sinister effect. Men no longer trusted in God. All right, see, the Messiah is I'm going to see that. Wait a minute. Let me get this. All right, so Nimrod said no longer trust in God, but rather in their own prowess and ability and attitude, which Nimrod tried to convert the whole world. Has that not been? All right, so we know the whole world has been converted like that. Right now today, they don't trust in God, they trust in the prowess of men. All right, therefore people say since the creation of the world there have been none like Nimrod, the mighty hunter of men and beasts and sinners before God. We also know that when Esau cut his neck off, Esau became all bit of Nimrod. All right, I read that to you. Now, and not all this sufficed unto Nimrod evil desire, not enough to turn men away from God. He did all he could to make them pay divine honors unto him, as this false Messiah right now, as he talking to. All right, everybody's gonna have to pay him honor because he's the ninth Messiah. Come on, bro. I don't care why you think I've been reading this to you. But anyway, he set himself up as God, as this Messiah he's gonna do, and made a seat for himself in imitation of the seat of God. It was a tower built out of a round rock. On it placed a throne of cedar wood, upon which arose above all four thrones of iron, copper, silver, and gold, crowning all. Upon the golden throne lay a precious stone, round in shape and gigantic in size. This served him as a seat, and as he sat upon it, all nations came and paid him divine homage. Is that not so going to happen now? All right, then what you think I'm telling you all the time? Okay, right? After you serving the 12 gods of Nimrod, go read the book of Joshua. Is in there? The book of Joshua is in there. All right, all I can do is give it to you as he has given it unto me, man. I'm playing catch up. I'm trying my best to get you where we are. Well, to show you about your power, to show you that God has always been with us. And when we turn and have that personal relationship, he still have a personal relationship with us, and he take care of us and watch over us even now. When my children then start coming to the world, I got sense, so giving up. I didn't want them to see the sin that I was living in. Okay, now they're wrong. I can tell them about the sin, but when they grow up, they're doing, no, you never see your daddy do this. Nah, that's right. Okay, but anyway, let's continue on. No, because my time is up with Abraham. I don't have to go to where we at with Father Jacob. And let's see. Gabriel. All right, we'll see. Our Father Abraham. So this is what we're supposed to be doing, but we're not doing it. We're supposed to be searching for God, like our Father Abraham said, when you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall find me. That was the Lord God said unto us. But we're not doing that. They people got you going, all right, Clyde. These people got you serving the gods of this world. They ain't got you worshiping about your creator so you can have power like your father Abraham, because all of us blessed with the power of Father Abraham, because we are we are this seed. And then those who have taken hold of Jacob's garment, the Jews, they got the power of the true Jews, not those who just say they're Jews or not. They have the power too. Come on, bro. I read all that to y'all, man. It's not me. This God's word that he sent throughout all ages, throughout all generations. For who? For us in this last day and time, when this false Messiah come on, we have the power to defeat him. Come on, bro. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Nope. 10 days old. Then he arose and walked about, and he left the cave and went along the edge of the valley. When the sun sunk, the stars came forth and said, "These are the gods." But the dawn came, the stars could not be seen no longer. And then he said, "I will not pay worship to these, for they are no God." Thereupon the sun came forth and he spoke, "This is my God, him will I extol." But again the sun set, and he said, "He is no God." And behold, the moon he called her his God, in whom they would pay divine homage. And the moon was obscured and cried out, "This too is no God. There is one who sets them all in motion." His father Abraham. Now you got to understand, you're looking at celestial and terrestrial being, because our father Abraham was all. Come on, bro. Go read this book, man. The popular father Abraham. I've told you that before, man. All right, in that book they tell you what the same thing I'm telling you now. Father Abraham, they tell you about the gods. Man, come on. Anyway, the gods his father had. And then he said, look at the picture, says, "Thou sought to seek me." No, just let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. Let's continue on. All right. Because if you don't want to get your power, it's fine. It's all right. But don't accuse me. Because don't call me a liar if you don't want to have your power. Because God has made it so. We assert now. All right, anyway. He was still communing with himself when the angel Gabriel approached him and beat him with the greeting, peace be with thee. Abraham returned, with thee be peace. And he asked, who art thou? And Gabriel answered and said, I am the angel Gabriel, the messenger of God. And he led Abraham to a spring of water nearby. And Abraham washed his face, his hands and feet, and he prayed to God, bowed down and prostrated himself. Okay, so, but I'm just letting you know, do you wash your hands and your feet before you pray to God? It's a question. It's a question. All right. No, when you go to letter Ortiz, before this man handled the word of God, they went and washed themselves in the sea. And then they went back and handled the book. Go read it. It's in the letter of Ortiz. It's in the lost book of the Bible. Go read it. All right. We got prophecies and everything, man. You just have to be patient and take your time. Meantime, the mother Abraham thought of him in sorrow and tears. She went forth from the city to seek him in a cave which she had abandoned him. Not finding her son, she wept bitterly and said, woe unto me that I bore thee but to become a prey of wild beasts, bears and lions and wolves. And which we know that's the truth. Yeah. She went to the edge of the valley and she found her son. And she did not recognize him, for he had grown very large. And she addressed the lad, peace be with thee, and he returned, with thee be peace. And he continued until, what purpose didst thou come to the desert? And she replied, I went forth to the city to seek my son. Abraham questioned further, who brought thy son hither? The mother replied thereto, I had become pregnant from my husband, Terah. And when the days of my delivery were fulfilled, I was anxiety about, don't say anxious, I say anxiety about my son in my womb. At least our Lord come, the son of Canaan, and slay him as he had slain 70,000 other men and children. But listen to what it says. Because Canaan, you know it came to that. It's Jerusalem. And what happened? All right, the false Messiah is going to show up there once again, because they got to come there, because he is the God to show himself up in Canaan, right? At least our King come, the son of Canaan, who slayed him and slay him as he had slain the 70,000 other children. So it's even wicked, the son of Canaan. A man, Cain's son. Canaan is the name of the land. Name of a man, name of a land. Go read it, go read it, go read it. Go read it. Scarce I had reached the cave in the valley when the thrones of travail seized me, and I bore a son, whom I had left behind in the cave, and I went home again. Now I am come to seek him, but I find him not. So that's what I'm telling you, man. Y'all worry about, no, poplars come with him, I have no food with him. That's a lie. God take care of his own. Now, the other people might not have it, but Israel going there, obey the voice, keeping his commandment. You tell him that he's going to make sure that you have it all. I'm just telling you. The mother was about 20 days. The mother, it was about 20 days old. Abraham. Is there a woman in the world who would forsake her newborn son in the desert and come to seek him after 20 days? The mother, peradventure God will show himself a merciful God. Abraham, I am the son who thou hast come to seek in this valley. Mother, my son, how thou art grown, but 20 days old, and thou can already walk and talk with thy mouth. Abraham. No, let's see. Abraham. So it is, and thus, O my mother, it made known unto thee that there is in the world a great, terrible living and ever-existing God. And see, that's what we forgot. They took our God away from us. Well, he didn't take it, but we relinquished our God to them, man. And our God is what? Great and terrible living in the ever-existing God. You got to always remember that. Because when you come up against these heathens, come up against these demons and everything, Man, they're scared of God. Don't let the people not know that. No, they're very afraid. They can come out there with all that wolf or and don't do this, don't do that. Man, come on, man. My God sees everything, He knows everything, He bears everything. And you gonna tell me that God already chastised you. You don't even know it. But what you don't understand, He's not gonna chastise you. He's gonna chastise your children. If your parents live, He's gonna chastise your parents. All right, just let you know. God is not playing, man. Who do see and who cannot, who do see, but who cannot be seen. He is in the heavens above, and the whole earth is full of His glory. Yeah, and a lot of people don't even see that. And the mother, my son, is there God besides Nimrod? Abraham, yes, mother. The God of the heaven and the God of the earth. He is also the God of Nimrod, the son of Canaan. Go therefore and carry this message unto Nimrod. And the mother Abraham returned to the city and told her husband Terah how she had found their son. Terah was a prince and a magnate in the house of the king. So he held all the books tell you the same thing. He held a high position. Now you know I'm gonna have to cut this off. All right, because we got somewhere else to go. Man, I'm playing catch up. Yeah, I'm trying to play catch up anyway. All right. But took himself to the royal palace and cast himself down before the king upon his face. It was the rule that one who prostrated himself before the king was not permitted to lift up his head till the king bid him to lift it up. So that's how you're going to tell about this false God coming out. Nimrod gave permission to Terah to rise and stated his request. Thereupon Terah related all that had happened to his wife and son. When Nimrod heard his tale, the object fear seized upon him, and asked his counselors and the prince what to do with the lad. They answered and said, Our king and our God, wherefore art thou in fear by the reason of a little child? There are midrash upon midrash of prince in thy realm, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens, and overseers without number. Let the pettiness of the prince go and fetch the boy and put him in prison. But the king interposed. Have you ever seen a baby of 20 days walking with his feet, speaking with his mouth, and proclaiming with his tongue that there is a God in heaven who is one and none besides him, and who sees and is not seen? All the similar princes were horrors struck at these praises. Yeah, but that's another thing. They want you to lose everything you have known. That's why they tell you to go to King David. And when you go to King David, you learn more and more about the Most High, about the law of God, His words. And man, when I go to Proverbs, this before I start keeping the Old Testament, I go to Proverbs and I can tell you some things in Proverbs. Yeah, come true to it, come to pass. At this time, Satan in human form appeared. Now that's what we wait for. Now he didn't appear. Now, so what Clyde said, that if that's the truth, yeah, if that's the truth, yeah, he had to appear, Satan himself. Man, yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, because the slaughter ain't gonna start. Man, the man ain't gonna waste no time. Jesus told his time is short. Yeah, he ain't gonna waste no time. Man, people start warring against each other. And if that's the truth, that vaccine gonna kick in. Yeah, the vaccine gonna kick in. All type of stuff gonna start happening to these people that took that vaccine. All right. At this time, Satan in human form appeared and clad in black silk garb. And he's cast himself down before the king. Nimrod said, raise thy head and state thy request. Satan asked the king, why art thou terrified? Why are ye all in fear on account of a little lad? I will counsel thee what thou should do. Now understand, Satan is still right in charge of these people right now today and giving them counsel right now today on what to do. Can't you see that? Come on, man. No, don't do it. Don't do it. So we go again, 27, paragraph 27. Oh man, I'll tell you, it's written everywhere, and you don't believe it. I saw ourselves back on Beelzebub, what is thy employment? He asked me, I destroy kings. See? That's what he said. I lie myself a foreign tyrant, just like it done with Nimrod. And my own deeds are set unto men in order that the latter may believe in them and be what? Lost. And chosen servants of God, priests, faithful men. I don't have to read all of it, but I'm just telling you, and they have never left that. Come on, bro. Anyway, yeah, I'm just telling you. Why are thou terrified and why are you in fear of countless little lad? I will counsel thee what thou should do. Open thy arsenal and give weapons unto all the prince, chief, and governors, and unto all the warriors, and send them affection unto thy service and be under thy dominion. Now, understand that all that's going to happen again. But listen, when you send out his arsenal, give all the prince, chief, governors, all the warriors, and send them, because that's what this is a consummation, all, and getting them to be as one again. Man, come on, bro, why do you think I'm reading these things to you? So you know what's going to happen, what's going to take place. It's already started. All right. This advice given by Satan and came to accept and fall forward. He sent a great armed host to bring Abraham to him. And when the boy saw an army approach him, he was so afraid and amid tears and implored God for help and answer to his prayers. And God sent the angel Gabriel to him, and he said, be not afraid and be disquieted, for God is with thee. And that's why I tell you all the time. So when it came out, this vaccine, I told my children, everybody who I can tell, don't take this vaccine. Don't take it. You're supposed to be trying, especially these people call themselves Christian. I thought you're supposed to be having faith in God. And then he got the pastor preaching. Now I heard this morning, got Juvenile. Got his name. Yeah, you're black. I know you're black. Kenneth Black. Yeah, I guess that's his name, Kenneth Black. I know his daddy's name, Kenneth Black. Yeah, I knew his daddy. Me and his daddy went to school together, as they say. But anyway, and then he got them singing Take the Back. Man. You know what God gonna do unto them? And everybody that listen to unto them, I'm telling you, bro. And God has spared them. God was about to kill all of them. Yes, he was killing them with drugs and all different types of stuff. God spared them. And now you're going to turn your back on God and telling people to do this here behind monies? Well, God about to wear y'all out again. But this time he's going to kill y'all. Tell them. Because God's going to kill them all. Telling God's children to take that poison. Yeah, he's going to kill them all. Watch and see. Keep watching. God ain't going to play with them. Oh, they're going to kill you too. I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to warn you about your soul so you can repent. Because God is not playing. I'm telling you, and Father Abraham told you, he's a terrible God, a fierce God, and he's angry. All right. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. Be not discomforted. Be not afraid and disquieted, for God is with thee. He will rescue thee out of the hands of all thy adversaries. That's our promise unto us right now today. He will rescue us out of all the hands of thy adversary. God commanded Gabriel to put thick, dark clouds between Abraham and the assailants. All right, well, let's go there. All right, no. Let me go there. I got a few minutes. We go there because I want to show you that same thing will happen again. All right, he put dark clouds in between them. All right, let's see what that means. No, dark cloud. Let's go. Dark clouds. Now they open that out, get that button. I hope not. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man. Oh, bro. Wait a minute. No. Let's see. I want to, this one, Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 7. Wait a minute. I will also water thy blood, the land wherein thou swimming, and even the mountains and the rivers shall be full of thee. And I shall put thee out. I will cover the heavens and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, the moon should not give off her light. And all the bright lights of heaven will I make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, says the Lord God. And I will also vex the hearts of many people, and I shall bring destruction among the nations, and to a country which thou hast not known. All right. Yeah, I'll make people amazed at thee, and their kings shall be horribly afraid for thee. When I shall banish my sword before them, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life in the day of thy fall. But thus saith the Lord, the sword of the king of Babylon shall come upon thee. All right, well, I mean, all I can do is tell you. Yeah, because when you go, man, let's go back. No, this is the prophecy. This is my prophecy. Come on, bro. Behold, I will send Elijah the prophet before the coming and great and dreadful day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is a day of darkness, not light, a day of thick clouds and gloominess. Man, come on, bro. Oh, man. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'm going to read it to you. No, come on. Oh, man, that's a minute. Wait, let me see what I can find. Let's see. Listen, go right. Hold up. I'm going to show it to you. Right. No, it's in Amos. I know it's in Amos, but wait. I want to say it. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can cut it down. Let's see if I can cut it down. So, yeah. But it is the day of the Lord, victories, and the year of his recompense and controversy with Zion. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Oh, man, now Jeremiah 31. Thus said the Lord will give the sun the day and all the moon by night. No. Come on, man. But I know it's the Amos. I wanted to read it to you, just tell it to you. You go and not playing with these people, bro. As for the day for the Lord, the day of the Lord is at hand. Destruction from the Almighty shall come. It's a day. Yeah. Blow the trumpet in Zion, sound alarm for my holy mountain. The habits of the tremor, for the day of the Lord cometh is nigh at hand. And the Lord shall utter his voice from his army, for his camp is very great, and he's strong to execute the word. For the day of the Lord is a great, very terrible, and who can abide? All right, wait a minute. No. Say, seek Orion, turn the shadow of death into the morning, make the day dark with night, and call the waters of the sea, pour them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. Well, I told you that. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. What in it is for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Obadiah 1:15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathens. As thou hast done, it should be done unto thee. Thy reward should return upon to thy hand. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, let's see what God would know. No. Anyway, now I think, no, I mean, I'm just going to leave it there. For the day of the Lord is a day of darkness, not a light. Then they tell you about the day of the Lord. No, they say the sky's going to be dark. No. The people filled with great darkness. I'm not going there because my time, I got to go. I have to go to our father Jacob. All right. Well, I just go to this because they had prophecies in this. And you have to know the prophecy. Just like we are blessed people, and a lot of people don't know how the blessing came, what the blessing is about. No, they just say it, but they don't really know it. All right. No, anyway. Anyway, let's continue on. All right, let me see. And God commanded to be put thick dark cloud between Abraham and his sailors. And this made by heaven Now I have to do it. I have to. I thought I could get by with it, but I can't. I gotta show it to you. All right. The earth would be filled with no, because this is all what that had been done before, and should be like in the time of Noah. All right, right. Should be like the time of Noah. So that's what you're looking at. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the no, right. Arise, start at verse 1. Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall shine upon thee. All right, so okay, then it's telling you the same thing, just like it was in the time of Noah. All right, then for the Abraham time, anyway, no, because the people, we are people, are not the people filled with gross darkness right now. Okay, then. I'm just telling you, man, all I can do is give it to you as he has given unto me. Should be like in the time of Lord, and know it as a reason of first for everything under the sun. That what has been done should be done again. Come on, bro. God don't waste nothing. Anyway, let's continue. God commanded Gabriel to put thick darkness cloud between Abraham and his assailants. Dismayed by the heavy cloud, they fled and returned to Nimrod the king, and they said to him, let us depart and leave this realm. And the king gave money unto all the prince and his servant, and together with the king they departed and journeyed to where? Babylon. See? All right then. So it's going to happen again, man. Gotta stop. No. Now I gotta stop right there with that. Okay? Because that's where the deals and everything, that's what they was in Babylon, right? Okay, well, keep watching. I'm just telling you, bro. All right, so let's go. No, knowing where I stopped at yesterday. I'm trying to give much to you as I can. All right. Okay. Well, where I stopped off yesterday, or no, I know I skipped a lot with y'all, man, but I'm just trying to get you to the point where to see what type of power that our people have left us. Now people left us so much power, boy, and because we got that closeness with the Most High, as long as you obey His voice and keep His commandments, we have that closeness with Him, but we're not serving Him, man. You're stressing about the wrong thing. All right, if you obey His voice, keep His commandments, then you won't be stressing about money, house, land, clothes, and material stuff. All right, you just be making sure that you're worshiping and serving Him in spirit and in truth, as He has taught us to do. And all this other stuff, that's why He told you, first seek the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and all this stuff, other stuff should be added on to you. All right, anyway. All right, nope. I just skipped so much, man. Yeah, well. Because there's everything I skipped, they had prophecy in that we really need to know. They had prophecy in everything. Just like Father Abraham prophecy, if that not come to pass, yes. Father Isaac prophecy came to pass, Father Jacob prophecy come to pass, and prophecy of all the patriarchs come to pass, and then they got other prophecies that our people say, Obadiah and all those prophecies, all that come to pass. All right there. Okay, well, all I can do is give it to you as He has given unto me, man. All right. All right. No, we're going, we have started the war. The war has started between Esau and Jacob, between Shechem. Okay, well, that's where I started at. That's where it got cut off. So that's what I'm going back to that. And hopefully I get enough in there, and because I don't know where I'm going at for the lesson on the covenant day. I don't know. I have to wait. Have to wait and see. All right. Okay, so we started to walk. Right. No. Let's see. No, I had told you about because God had told Levi to go raise war. But that's what you're waiting on now. You shouldn't be waiting on Levi because you know Levi is going to repent. Okay, and put on sackcloth and ashes and do his job, what he was chosen to do. All right, wait a minute. Jehu wondered thereafter, for the light had not been heard from the days of Nimrod, not even from the remotest time that two men should be able to destroy so large a city. And he decided to go to war against the Hebrews and avenge the cause of the people of Shechem. His counselor said to him, if two of them laid waste the whole city, surely if thou goest against them, they all will rise up against us and destroy us. Therefore send the kings round about, that we all together fight against the sons of Jacob and prevail against them. The 7 kings of Amorite, I knew I stopped that. Yeah, because after 7, you're going to fight against those again. Oh man, yep, it's them children, bro. And so, the battle against Gog and Magog, go read it. Well, I tell you who God and Magog. Go to the book of Jasher and tell you about the book of generation. That's what they call the book of Jasher. And go there and it showed you exactly who is Gog and Magog children. Man, go ahead, bro. Because I told you we don't have to guess at it. Everything that we need to know is written down. We might not know where it's at, but the Most High already know where it is. Just like I told you about, that's what he showed me. He showed me where the woman stand with the ephod between heaven and earth. And she poured out her mixture upon the earth. And that's what it is now. All right. Well, at the, they told you the mixture, the DNA and the RNA combined, that out of mixture, and they pulled that mixture out upon the earth for what? All right, then I just finished reading what the angel told me. Said when they try to get rid of this, inadvertently they have started the apocalypse, and they're not trying to get rid of it. Well, have not the mixture been pulled out? Okay, then, man. I mean, how would I know this? Unless the Most High given them to me, man. It's not a guessing game, bro. It's written down. You just gotta. Well, I didn't know either, and then he just showed me, just like that fire in the midst of the sea. I didn't know that, and then he showed me that in the book of Revelation. Man. Okay. Anyway. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. All the armies, see, with all their armies, 10,000 men with drawn sword, they came to fight against the sons of Jacob. And Jacob was greatly afraid, and he said to Simeon and Levi, why have thou brought such evil upon me? I was at rest, and you provoked the inhabitants of the land against me by your acts. Now, all right then, but we don't know, but that was God, man. God was chastising, right? And Judah spoke to his father, why is for not that Simeon and Levi killed the inhabitants of Shechem? Verily it was because Shechem dishonored our sister and transgressed the command of God to Noah and his children. Not one of the inhabitants of the city interfered in the matter. None of them. And now why art thou afraid? Why art thou displeased at my brother? Surely our God will deliver the city of Shechem and his people into their hand. He will also deliver into our hands the Canaanite kings who are coming against us. Now cast away thy fear and pray to God to assist us and deliver us. Now understand what's going on, because it's happening again once again, like you see it was going to happen. Because normally we obey his voice, keep his commandments, God fights on our side. And even though we don't see him, the whole angel fighting on our side. I'm telling you. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Because it was more to it than that. Let me see if I passed it up. Because God brought that against Jacob, our father Jacob, with what he had done. All right. Yeah, for what our father Jacob had done. No, it's not in here. No, I'm gonna get to it. He's gonna show you why God brought it against him. Yeah, that was God did that. He tell you exactly why he did it. Let's see. Jacob and his 11 sons, 107. Jacob, 11 sons, and 100 servants belonging to Isaac, who had come to their assistance, marched forward to meet the Amorites, a people exceedingly numerous, like unto the sand upon the seashore. The sons of Jacob sent unto their grandfather Isaac at Hebron, requesting him to pray unto the Lord to protect them from the hand of the Canaanites. Now remember, yeah, Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are in the midst. Yeah, where they are in the midst, no, I'm in the middle of. But our father Isaac and our father Jacob, man, he couldn't beat the people. No, because God, man, father Jacob was like a holy, well, we are holy angels. All right. Go read it. It's in there. It's in there. I read it to you before. All right. Oh, I had read it before. Anyway. O Lord God, thou didst promise my father, saying, I will multiply the seed as the stars of heaven. Now I read that to you yet. Our father Abraham. And also to me thou promised that thou wouldst establish thy word to my father. Now, O Lord God, the whole world pervert. I pray thee to counsel these kings that they may not fight against my son, and oppress the hearts of the kings and their people, but the terror of my sons, and bring them down their pride, and they turn away from my sons. Deliver my sons and their servant from them with thy strong hand and outstretched arm, for power and might are in thy hands to do all this. Jacob also prayed, that's Father Isaac prayer. Now, Father Jacob prayer. Also prayed unto God and said, O God, powerful and exalted God, who had reigned from days of old, from then until now and forever. Thou art he who stirred up walls and caused them to cease. Yeah, because when you go read in the book of Isaiah, I, the Lord, form the light, create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord God, does all these things. Okay. Thou art he who stirs up walls and causes them to cease. And in thy hand are power and might to exalt and to bring low. Oh, may my prayers be acceptable unto thee, that thou mayest turn to me with thy mercies and impress the hearts of these kings and their people with terror of my sons, and terrify them in their camps. And with thy great kindness deliver all those that trust in thee. But thou art he who subdueth the people under us, and the nations under our feet. Now, I know it's a lot in there. All right, Psalms 144, I see 144 in there. But also other Psalms I see in there. But listen to it say, and with thy great kindness deliver us and all those that trust in thee. And so that's why I'm telling you. Yeah, that Esau, Edomite, the heathen gonna change the counsel. God gonna do what? Because they trust in God. They're not trusting in the vaccines, but they obey the Lord and keeping His commandments. Because we got some people that trust in the vaccine, but they're still not obeying His word to keep His commandments. Okay, but God bless those. He bless those who trust in Him even for that little bit. Yes, He does. God heard the prayer of Isaac and Jacob. He filled their hearts with all of Isaac of the Canaanite king with great terror, with great fear and terror. And when the kings who were undecided whether to undertake the campaign against the son of Jacob consulted them, they said, "Are you silly? Or is there no understanding in you that you propose to fight with the Hebrews? Why do you take delight in your own destruction this day? Behold, 2 of them came to the city of Shechem without fear and terror, and they put all the inhabitants of the city to the sword. No man stood up against them, and how will you be able to fight with all of them?" Now they got stuff into that, because you go in the book of Ecclesiastes and find out about that also. Yeah, because Lord God is not playing, bro. No, 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 no. I was going to tell you a scripture, but must have wanted to tell it to you. But it's not, you haven't came to me here. No, because that we say, I know it says, raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy, and remember to come and make the time short that declare their wonderful works. All right, let him that escaped be consumed the rage of the fire, that them perish, and let them perish that oppress the people. I mean, that's what it says. It says more than that also. I'm just telling you, yeah, and God is not playing, bro. You're going to see. The royal council then proceeded to enumerate all the mighty things God had done for Abraham, Jacob, and the sons of Jacob, such as had been done for days of old by any other of the gods and of the nation. When the king heard all these words, they abided. They were afraid of the son of Jacob. They would not fight against them. They turned back with their armies on that day, each to his own city. But the sons of Jacob kept their station that day till evening. And seeing the kings did not advance to do battle with them in order to avenge the inhabitants of Shechem, who they had killed, they returned home. The wrath of the Lord descended upon the inhabitants of Shechem to uttermost on account of their wickedness. But they had sought to do unto Sarah and Rebekah as they had done unto Dana. But the Lord had prevented them. Also, they had persecuted Abraham when he was a stranger, and had vexed his flocks when they were big with the young. And evil land, one that was born in his house, they had handled most shamefully. But thus they did to all strangers, taking away their wives by force. Yeah. Well, when he saw the butler, okay, well, that's you in the land of heathens. They always done it. All right. No, man, now they using trickery and stuff like that. Men and women be on the job. You don't know nothing about it. Women be on the job with those men there. I'm talking about Esau children. They have sex with one of them men to secure their job and think they should have. Man, they do all sorts of things, man. Tell you, yeah, you don't know about it. You go over there, they be smiling in your face and shaking hands with you and everything. They be had your wife, had your daughter, and everybody else. Tell you what they are doing. All right. No, they're going to pay for it. I'm not getting away with nothing, man. You get away with nothing in this life. Nothing. The destruction of Shechem by Simon and Levi. No, they had this movie called The Learning Tree. And they had this young boy, Nate. I think that's his name, Nate. And he had this girl, he had this young black girl with him. And they had this white boy, he had everything. And he has it all. I mean, all. Cars and everything, just way back. And so one day, nuked. Saying they nuked. One day he got kept after school, and it showed that all of them, how they're doing it right now. They're in the schoolhouse. Y'all don't know. They're doing the same thing. They have never changed, and they want y'all just like me. They want you to be carpenters, and I don't want y'all to be doctors, lawyers, teachers. Like, no, that's a design play, bro. And to do that, to discourage you all the way through. Now, they let one or two get through. You had to prove that they're not prejudiced. But then that's a lie. And so one day they took me to school and he told them, she hate all of them. Then she go and tell a story how the other principal was agreeing with her. They do that right now. They're doing it against my grandson right now today. I tried to tell his mother, but she didn't want to. But anyway, they're doing the same thing right now today. They have never changed with that. All right. And so he was after school, he goes up in his car, get her in the car, and they already got them thinking against the black man as it is, against him as it is, that he this, he that. Oh girl, he ain't never amount to nothing, all like that, because we're not running behind the things of this world. And they want everything women, they want everything of this world. And God gonna give it to them. Yeah, gonna have 7 women to 1 man. That means that God will give them what they want. They ain't gonna like it. They're not gonna like it at all. Watch and see. Watch and see. But anyway, so he go in there and have sex with the girl, get pregnant. Yeah, they try to blame it on duplicate. Okay. So that's why I heard this in modern time. Yeah, right now today they got a lot of them out there like that. Yeah, they had sex with the white men at all the grocery store owners and all the store owners. Yeah, they tell me what they do that. And they're blaming on some black man. They have to change. Tell you the truth. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, I'm telling you. So when you saw that on the butler, it's still happening right now today. Right now today, it's still happening. And they put them in a position too. Someone put them in a position where if you don't do it, I'm gonna fire you. Yeah, they've been doing that. Yeah. Don't think it stopped. They haven't stopped even all this movement and stuff going on. They haven't stopped. They haven't stopped. I'm just letting you know. God will expose it to them. God will expose it. All right. No. What they don't understand is everything that they've done unto us, God gonna do it unto them. There ain't no rush. We're gonna do it, every bit of it. Yeah, every bit of it. Anyway, wait a minute. The war with the Ninevites. The destruction of Shechem by Simeon. What did they say, Simon, on this one? And Levi terrified the heathen all around. The two sons of Jacob have succeeded in ruining a great city like Shechem the other. What would Jacob and all his sons accomplish by acting together? Jacob, meanwhile, left Shechem, hindered by none, and with all his possessions he set out to betake himself to his father Isaac. But after 8 days' march, he encountered a powerful army, which had been dispatched from Nineveh to levy tribute to the whole world and subjugate it. All that's going to happen, all that, just keep watching. On coming in the vicinity of Shechem, this army heard that, no, bro, come on, man. You have one rule and say that you cannot buy, sell, or gain unless you have this lawful stuff. Well, what do you think that is? And on coming to the vicinity of Shechem, the army heard what the city had been exposed at the hands of the sons of Jacob. And the fury seized the men, and they resolved to make war upon Jacob. All right? People are, well, I'm going to tell you why. God going to tell you why. But Jacob said to his son, fear not, God will be your helper. And he will fight for you against your enemies. And see, that's what we have been lost. Because we now obey his voice, keeping his commandments. When you obey his voice, keep his commandments, you got to worry about him. I tell you that all the time. All right? Because they try to come out there with me. Well, this one I did put out too much force against this one. Yeah, when they come against me, I put them in the hand of God. And whatever I tell them going to happen to them. Yeah. Now I'm just letting you know. No, man, you're around with these people, man. These people hate you. They hate you, they hate your children, they hate everything about you. And you can't see that yet. They are children of the devil. They are the serpent's seed. And you can't see that yet. The only reason why you're still alive today is because the Most High made promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Other than that, you wouldn't be alive by it. All right? No, the people that try to do everything unto you, they have tried. And they'll tell you they have tried. And so this last-ditch effort is with this vaccine. And that can lead to other things, as I have told you. All right. Only you must put away from you the strange gods in your possession, and you must purify yourself and wash your garments clean. And so God telling y'all all the time how y'all gonna overcome this, how you can beat this thing. All right, put away the strange gods in your mouth. Have y'all done that? Nah, they haven't done it. But don't worry, God gonna do it for you. Yeah, he's gonna do it for you, but you're still gonna be on your way to hell because he told you to do it and you didn't do it. All right, you're just God. And you must purify yourself and wash your garments clean. So if you don't know nothing about that, read the Shepherd of Hermas. It's in other books also. But read the shepherd of Hermas, you get a very good, clear understanding of the shepherd of Hermas. Okay. Girded with his sword, you know, you got to be baptized and all that. But after that, what you have to do, and that's what they're not telling you. Okay, after you do all that, then they come and take a hold of you and put you in this prison house, and you be giving them monies for the rest of your life till the day you die, and then you die in all the sickness and diseases that they say Jesus is supposed to heal, and then they put everything upon Jesus as they always did. All right, well, I'm telling you what you need to do, and then when you do that, everything gonna turn out fine for you. But you don't want to hear that from me. Now, girded with his sword, Jacob advanced against the enemy. In the first onslaught, he slew 12,000 of the weak in army. Judah spake to him and said, "For thou art tired and exalted. Let me fight the enemy alone." And Jacob replied, saying, "Judah, my son, I know thy strength and thy bravery, that they are exceedingly great, and so that none in the whole world is like unto thee therein." And so we are Judah, ain't nobody like unto us. No, ain't nobody. I ain't talking about the weapons of war and everything. I'm talking about prayer warriors and obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, fasting and praying and humbling ourselves. There's nobody like unto us, man. But well, Levi. Well, you know what Levi had done. All right. That's why he always tells you, who's gonna fight for us now? We went over there and said, Judah. Yeah. That's why Jesus came through our line, through our lineage. Line, man, come on, bro. Anyway. All right. Judah, my son, I know thy strength and thy bravery, thou art exceedingly great, so that none in the world is like unto thee. His countenance was like a lion inflamed with wrath. Judah attacked the army and slew 12 midget up there of tried and famous warriors. The battle raged high in front and the rear, and Levi, his brother, hastened to his aid. And together they won the victory over the Ninevites. All right, now you got to understand, when you go read the Testament of 12 patriarchs, who did tell you? He gave the priesthood to Levi, the son. And he gave Judah the moon and the kingdom. Come on, bro. Go read it. Okay, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. I'm trying to get to it. All right. No. Judah alone slew 5,000 more soldiers, and Levi dealt blows right and left with such vigor that the man of the enemy army fell like grain under the scythe of the reaper. Yeah, don't worry, because Jesus coming back with 10,000 of his saints, and what you think them saints gonna be doing? Along about the faith, the people of Nineveh said, "How long shall we fight with these devils? Let us return to our land, lest they exterminate us root and branch while leaving a remnant." And you know that's going to happen. Oh yeah, they told you that the demons should be rooted out from the earth. No, they call us devils, but we know the truth. But their king desired to restrain them, said, "O ye heroes, men of might and valor, have you lost your sense that you ask to return to your land? Is this your bravery? Are you bravery? Or you have subdued many kingdoms and countries? Are you not able to hold against 12 men? And if the nation that came where we have made tributary to ourselves hear this, they will rise up against us as a man and make laughing stock of us and do with us according to their desire. Take courage, you men of the great city of Nineveh, that your honor and your name be exalted, and you become not a mockery in the mouth of your enemies." And so there's a lot going on with that, but we know that we have power over them demons in the last days. Jesus gave us that power. We know that these demons, come on, brother, you go to the book of Revelation, and he's casting the demons out of heaven to the earth. And that's what he told you. That's what that darkness is, the demons. But he has given us power over the devils and the demons, man. Come on, brother, that's why we become disciples and apostles and prophets. Go read it, brother. I didn't read it to you before, man. I mean, I can't keep going back because the time, even though I go back, the time is still marching on. And you can't stop this. What's coming. Now it's already here. You can't stop this. And the words of the king inspired the warriors and continued the campaign. They sent messengers to all the land to ask for help and reinforced by the allies. And the Ninevites sought Jacob a second time. Now understand, they're fighting against God. Yeah, because God had given them a command. Man, that's why I wanted to tell you that. Yeah, they should rejoice in this commandment. They should be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they should not transgress his word. So once the Lord God gives you a word to do something, all you got to do it. All you got to go and do it because all the holy angels are around to protect you, and all you got to do is go forth and do it. I'm telling you, bro. All right. Anyway. Okay. He spoke to his son, saying, take courage and be men. Fight against your enemies. His 12 sons took up their stand in 12 different places, leaving considerable intervals between one another. And Jacob, a sword in his right hand and a bow in his left, advanced to the combat. It was a desperate encounter for him. He had to ward off the enemy to the right and to the left. Nevertheless, he inflicted several blows, and when a band of 2,000 men besieged him, he leapt up into the air over them and vanished from their sight. Yeah, I'm telling you, 22 midgets slew and on his day, and when the evening came, the plan to flee under cover of darkness. But suddenly 90,000 men appeared, and he was compelled to continue the fight. He rushed at them with his sword, and it broke. And he had to defend himself, burning his huge rocks into a lion fire. This was through on the enemy and blind them so that they could see nothing. Luckily, darkness was about to fall. He could permit himself to take rest for the night. And so when you read this, yeah, then you know where all these people got when I used to watch the Kung Fu movies on Saturday. Yeah, because I didn't know no better. I didn't know nothing about the company, man. Yeah, not knowing that I was sinning. I was watching them. Yeah, I was watching the samurai swordsmen, and they'd get out there and kill all these different people, not knowing that they took all this from our people and how our people was killing people like that. One man can kill an army. Man, that's how far them was. I'm reading it to you right now. And so they got all that from us, and you act like they're the one that started it when they got all this from us, man. Come on, bro. From our people, that's where it come from. Because we always had God with us in there, and that's the main reason to hopefully keep Israel blinded. The true seed of Jacob blinded, that knowing that, make sure that we never know, find out who we truly are. Because once we wake up and find out who we truly are, knowing that we ain't got to do all this foolishness, all we got to do is call upon the holy name of the Lord God, and he will fight for us. As long as we obey his voice and keep his commandments, the holy angel will fight for us, man. Come on, bro. We ain't got to pick up the walls and weapons and all that stuff. Saith. I read that to you. Okay. Well, that's why you run around, you're afraid and frantic right now. Because their sins have been caught up with them. And the morning Judah said to Jacob, Father, thou didst fight the whole of yesterday, and thou art weary and exalted. Let me fight this day. And when the warriors caught sight of Judah's lion face and his lion teeth, yeah, they heard his lion voice. They were greatly afraid. Judah hopped and jumped over the army like a fleet, from one warrior to the next, raining blows down upon them instantly. And by evening he had slain 80,096 men, armed with swords and bows, but the fatigue overcame him. And Zebulon took up the station at his brother's left hand, and he mowed down 80,000 of the enemy. People could fight. Tell you. Meantime, Judah reigned some of his strength, regained some of his strength, and raising up in the wrath and fury, gnashing his teeth with a noise like a thunderclap. And midsummer, he put the army to flight, and it ran a distance of 18 miles. And Judah could enjoy a respite that night. Okay. No, man, because y'all don't understand how powerful. It's not like these little weak men. Man, nah, bro. Anyway, the army reappeared on the morrow, ready for the battle again. to take revenge on Jacob and his children. They blew their trumpet upon Jacob, spake his son, go forth and fight with your enemies. Issachar and Gad said, this day they would take their combat upon themselves, and their father bade them to do it, while their brothers kept guard and held themselves in readiness to aid, relieve the two combatants, forgive me, the two combatants when they show sign of weariness and exhaustion. Okay, well, I'm just telling you, brother, this is how our brother them was. Our man, when the people see our father, or they're gonna be them demons. When they see our father, they're gonna be so afraid. When they see us, some of us, they're gonna be afraid. Yeah, they know that we're not gonna be afraid of them demons. The leaders of the day slew 40,000 warriors and put to flight 12 midgets more, who concealed themselves in caves by Issachar and Gad fashioned trees for wood, and piled the trunks in the front of the opening of the cave and set fire to them. When the fire blazed with a fierce flame, the warriors spoke, saying, why should we stay in this cave and perish with the smoke and the heat? Rather, we'll go forward and fight with our enemies. Then we may have a chance of saving ourselves. They left the cave, going through the opening at the side, and they attacked the Issachar and Gad in front and behind. Dan and Naphtali saw the plight of their brothers, and they ran to their assistance. They laid about their swords and hurried away from themselves to Issachar and Gad, united with them, and they too opposed the foe. But you gotta understand, they had no ordinary sword. They had no flaming sword. I told you, man, I had a dream. I had gotten I got so many swords in my dream. I got a flaming sword. Yeah, I got a flaming sword in my dream. Battle axe, flaming sword, all types of weapons. Yeah, I told you that. Anyway, no, last dream I had a ray gun. A big one, big old one. Though I had a big old orange one. It was electric, ray gun. Could be recharged. And it was the third day of the conflict. The Ninevites was reinforced by an army of as numerous as the sand of the seashore. All the sons of Jacob united to oppose it, and they routed the host. But when they pursued after the enemy, the fugitive faced about and assumed the battle, saying, why should we run away? Let us rather fight them. Perhaps we might be victorious. Now they are weary. A stubborn combat ensued. And when Jacob saw the vehement attack upon his children, he himself sprung into the thick of the battle and dealt blows right and left. But you understand, well, Jacob fought with angels. You know, this man fight with an angel, he overcome an angel. What he gonna do to these people? Come on, man. I'm telling you, and all our brothers and them was like that. All our fathers was like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. Nevertheless, the heathen was victorious and succeeded in separating Judah from his brother. As soon as Jacob was aware of the peril of his son, he whistled, and Judah responds, and his brother hastened to his aid. Judah was fatigued and parched with thirst, and there was no water for him to drink. But he dug his finger into the ground with such force that the water gushed up in the sight of the whole army. Then said one warrior to another, I will flee before these devils, for God fights on their side. See? For God fights on their side. That's what y'all understand. That's why you're supposed to obey his voice, keep his commandments right now today. Because whatever going on in your life, long you obey his voice, keep his commandments about the blessing and curse. That's why I tell you, you got to go to Deuteronomy, I said chapter 28, but all the horror, you got to go, man, find out about the blessing and curse. Why are you in this situation that you're in now? And you're running behind the same thing. You're looking for silver and gold. Should be looking for everything of your creator who made promises unto your father will take care of us. Until when? Until he returns the consummation. Come on, bro. All right. Anyway, go ahead on. Where's your please? Just telling you, bro. You're going through stuff that I did it also. Going through education and getting this job, that job, and all the time. I'm still running behind everything of this world and nothing of my grade. And then I'm in Adventism, Adventism, Christianity, Adventism, and still doing the same thing in there. Yeah. It's a harsh thing, man. The way these people got us at, man. These people got us greatly deceived. Greatly deceived. When the Lord God said Satan has deceived the whole world, believe me, he has. But those that elect have been repentant and their eyes and ears and everything been circumcised. So they see it all now. Yes, they do. All right. Anyway, if they don't see it all, God gonna show it to them. Whatever they don't see, y'all understand, the Most High, the Lord God shows it to them. Let's put it that way. All right. Anyway, say for God fights on his side, and he and all the army fled. No, precipitously. I'm pronouncing that word wrong. No, it's precipitously. Precipitously pursued by the sons of Jacob. Soldiers without number they slew, and then they went back in their tents. On their return, they noticed that Joseph was missing, and they feared that he had been killed or taken captive. Naphtali ran and retreating him to make search for Joseph, and he found him still fighting against the Ninevite army. He joined Joseph and killed countless soldiers, and of the fugitives many drowned, and the men that were besetting Joseph ran off and left him in safety. At the end of the war, Jacob continued his journey unhindered to his fourth Isaac. But that's in the book of Joshua also, but I mean, it don't go in detail like you go in this. No, it's in the book of Joshua. I didn't read it before. Yeah, I read it, but it goes in detail to, to where Reuben hanging long, like he got cut off, and how Jacob, I think Joseph, or one of them was a little small, and I go in detail. That's the book of Joshua, man. All right, the war with the Amorites. The first people that lived among the Shisham made no attempt to molest Jacob, who had returned here after a while. Therefore, his household would take up his abode there and establish itself. But at the end of 7 years, the heathen began to harass him. The kings of the Amorites assembled together against the sons of Jacob to slay them in the valley of Shisham. Is it not enough, they say, that they have slain all the men of Shisham? Should they be permitted now to take possession of their land? And they advanced and ran a battle. But Judah left into the midst of the ranks of the soldiers of the allied kings and slew first of all Jezer, the king of Tupah, say Tapu, who was clad in iron and brass from top to toe. And the king was mounted, and from his horse he cast the spear downward with both hands. Yeah, he was an ambidextrous. In front of him and his back, without ever missing his arm. For he was a mighty warrior. He could throw javelin with one hand or the other. Nevertheless, Judah feared neither him nor his prowess. He ran towards him, snatching a stone of 60 sealings from the ground and hurled it at him. Jezer was at a distance of 177 ells, and 1/3 of an ell, and protected with iron armor and throwing spears. He moved forward upon Judah, but Judah struck him on his shield with the stone and unhorsed him. And when the king attempted to rise, Judah hastened to his side to slay him before he could get off his feet. And Jezer was nimble. He stood ready to attack Judah, shield to shield, and he drew his sword to cut off Judah's head. Quickly, Judah raised his shield to catch the blow upon him and break it, but it broke in pieces. Judah's shield. That's in the book of Joshua also. What did Judah now? He wrestled the shield of his opponent away from him and swung his sword against Jezreel's feet, cutting him off above the ankle. The king fell prostrate. The sword slipped from his grips, and Judah hastened to him and severed his head from his body. While Judah was removing the armor of the slain adversary, 9 Jahisba followers appeared. Judah slung a stone against the head of the first of them that approached him with such force that he dropped his shield, which Judah snatched from the ground and used as to defend himself against 8 assailants. Now you got to remember, Judah's shield got broke up. His brother Levi came and stood next to him and shot off an arrow to kill Elon, the king of Gash. And then Judah killed the 8 men. And his father Jacob came to kill Zerah, the king of Shiloh. None of the heathen could prevail against these sons of Jacob. They had not the courage to stand before them, but took flight, and the sons of Jacob pursued after them. Each slew 1,000 men of the Amorites on that day. Before the going down of the sun, and other sons of Jacob set forth from the hill of Shechem, and they had taken up the stand. They also pursued after them from Hazor. Before the city, they had another severe encounter with the enemy, more severe than that in the valley of Shechem. Jacob let his arrows fly and slew, Pyracum, the king of Hazor, and then Pasusa, king of Saraton, Leban, king of Aram, and Shebar, the king of Mahatmael. And Judah, because all I'm reading is because you're going to find out why all this happened. Yeah, it was a reason why all this happened. God didn't just do this for it was a reason. And that's the same thing happening to us right now today. But we don't see it that way. But when you put the two together and say, yeah, that's what's going on with us right now today. Because we're stubborn, stiff-necked, rebellious people. All right. Judah was first to mount the walls. God not doing this for anything. God is doing all this to get the sin out of our hearts. That's why he's doing it. Judah was first to mount the walls of Hazor. He approached the top 4 warriors attacking him. He slew them without stopping his assailants. And before his brother Naphtali could bring his Secor, Naphtali followed him, and 2 stood upon the wall, Judah to the right and Naphtali to the left. And thus they dealt out death to the warriors. The other sons of Jacob followed the 2 brothers in turn and made an end of exterminating the heathen host on that day. They subjugated Hazor and slew the warriors thereof, that no man escaped with his life, and dispersed the city of all therein. On the following, they went to Sartan, and again the bloody battle took place. Sartan was situated upon a high land, and the hill before the city was likewise very high, so that none could come near unto it, and also not could come near unto the citadel, because the wall there was high. Nevertheless, they made themselves master of the city. They scaled the wall from the citadel. Judah on the east side being the first to ascend, and Gad on the west side. Simon, but we know that's Simeon. And Levi on the north, and Reuben and Dan on the south, and Naphtali Issachar set fire to the hinges upon which the gates of the city was home. In the same way, the sons of Jacob subdued 5 cities, Nephia, Abra, Shiloh, and Meg, and Gush of Gash, making the end of all them in 5 days. On the 6th day, all the Amorites assembled, and they came to Jacob and his son unarmed, bowed themselves before them, and sued for peace. And the son of Jacob made peace with the heathen, who succeeded Timnah to them, and all the land of Hararam. And the day also Jacob concluded peace with them, that they made restitution of the sons of Jacob for all the cattle they had taken, 2 head for 1.
And they restored all the spoils they had carried off. And Jacob turned to Timnah. Judah went to Arbel, and thenceforth the Amorites troubled him no more. But that's, you still got to find out why all these things work. All right. If a man vowed a vow and does not fulfill it in time, he will stumble through three grave sins: idolatry, unchastity, and bloodshed. And that's what we have to us. We vow, even right now today, we vow, our fathers never vows unto God. Man, come on, bro. And we have never kept them vow. That we returned and kept the Holy Covenant. That we turned and blessed Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Come on, bro. Y'all with this foolishness. Yeah, I want to go home just like all the rest of y'all want to go home. I want to go back to our land too. But our land have to be cleaned up, but we first have to clean up ourselves. And go read in the Testament 12. When we repent with our whole heart, then he come and get us and bring us back into the land that was covered to. Come and get us just like he came and got us out of Egypt first time. Well, powerful hand and outstretched arm, he come and get us, man. Come on, bro. He comes to do all the nations for us. We vowed a vow and we didn't keep our vow. We're not keeping our vow. And that's why all this is coming up on us. You can't see that. If a man vow a vow and he does not fulfill it in good time, he will stumble through three grave sins: idolatry, unchastity, and bloodshed. Are we not there? Are we not in this land worshiping all type of idols and stuff? They're putting on little bracelets with different things, and they make that out of idol. So when they get up in the morning, before they go out the house, they got to put that idol on. I don't care if it's a bracelet. In the morning, they come up there, and they got to do their eyelids and comb their hair and line themselves and all that stuff. Come on, man, all type of stuff. The women going on, well, I have on these color panties, I got to wear this color bra. Come on, bro. All that is going on. You can't see that. And the bloodshed, the killing. Anyway, now I'm just telling you because that was a real. And the same thing happened right now because we broke the everlasting covenant. We didn't keep our vows unto the Most High, and these things are happening to us. And all this. I just heard on this morning, or yesterday morning, one morning, and they're talking about all the bloodshed that happened to Israel in the different cities. All right. Anyway, that's killings, bloodshed, killings. And what they're doing it for? The children breaking in cars and calling them for what? A idol. All right then. And unchastity, they're going out there, well, I'm going to raise this car, get this car, I'm going to pick up so-and-so, me and her going to do this. Man, come on, bro. Ice Cube made a video. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it. I listened to the video. It sounds good. Oh, it is like that. Not knowing the video is full of all type of sins. Today I had a good day. And what did they have in it? Come on, bro. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, let's continue. Jacob had been guilty of not accomplishing properly the vow that he had taken up upon himself at Bethel. And therefore, punishment overtook himself. His daughter was dishonored, as our daughters being dishonored now. The sons slew men. All right, they're not killing men right now. And they kept idols that found among the spoils of Shechem. Are y'all not keeping the idols that you're working for the idols? Oh, baby, when you get paid this week, come on, let's go shop. I want to buy this dress. Let's go shop. I want to buy this ring. Let's go. I want to get my hair fixed. Oh, no, I see this new hair weave. That's what I want. Oh, bro. No, they got a new type of powder makeup, and it goes good with my skin. That's what I want. No, I want cable. No, we're going to get cable. We're going to get this cable, and we're going to keep this cable. Well, man, are you not doing all those things? Then, no, we're going to the church. This is the church we're going to this week. We're going to him. Oh, no, I'm going to buy his book. I'm going to buy his CDs. Oh, no, I'm in partnership with him. And y'all doing all these different things and wonder why you're not being blessed and you're going over there over and over again, the same thing over and over again. Let's continue on. All right. So
His daughter was dishonored. His sons slew men. Sons being slew right now. And they kept the idols found among the sparrows of Shechem. And there y'all right behind idols. Therefore, when Jacob prostrated himself before God after the bloody outrage at Shechem, he bade him arise and go to Bethel and accomplish the vow which thou vowed there. Woo! Boy, that's a vow. Yeah, he done it to me also. Yeah, yes, indeed. Yeah, man, all this stuff. Yeah, man, I didn't know. I didn't know. If I had known, I would have been repenting. But there's a reason for everything under the sun, so I can tell y'all what happened to me. And all that because what? I didn't keep my vow. No, I had promised him to serve him with all my might. But I didn't do it. No, I didn't went and serve him. I went to the church house, became a preacher. Got licensed to preach, became a preacher, went and sit in the church house, and all types of stuff started happening to me. I didn't run back into my Creator as he told me to do. I didn't want nothing to do with him. I wanted everything to do with the world. Yeah. If you go in the church house, you don't have nothing to do with God. You have everything to do with the world. Oh, baby girl, I want that type of car. And oh, that's sister so and so. Look how good she is. I'm gonna see what type of perfume she had on. Oh, let me go hug and kiss sister so and so. Yeah. They do all kinds of stuff. They know what they're doing. Yeah. Anyway, let me continue on. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. God told us, yeah. Before Jacob set out for the holy place doing the bidding of God. Yeah, God told him that. That's what he did. He bade him arise, go to Bethel, and accomplish the vow that thou had vowed there. But remember the vow that God had brought it back. And what did he do? He didn't do it in a timely fashion. Before Jacob set out the holy place to do the bidding of God, he took the idols which were in the possession of his sons, and the teraphim which Rachel had stolen from her father, and he shriveled them in pieces, and buried the bits under the oak tree in Mount Gizra, uprooted the tree with one hand, concealing the remains of the idols in the hollow, left in the earth, and planted the oak again with one hand. Now understand, they're doing that right now. They said one tree planted in the midst of the garden. Come on, that's in the book of Isaiah. Go put it in there. All right, so that's what they represent. No, more than that, more than that. I won't read because you had Haggai, Professor Haggai, and he talking about buy my golden dove. I didn't know what that means. No, but I told you it was an idol, but now it had more. It had demons. Every time these people tell you to buy something on Daystar or whatever, they have demons attached to that idol. And that's why they want you to get it. And then you bring those demons into your house. The demons tell them what to do. Man, I just didn't read that in the Testament of Solomon. The demons tell you they have control of the people. They do what they say. Let's continue on here. Let's continue on. Among the destroyed idol was one in the form of a dove. See? And this, the Samaritan dug up later in worship. Now remember, you got Pastor Haggai, Matt and Jim Haggai, that's the name, want you to buy the dove. Now, let's see. Among the destroyed idols was one in the form of a dove. That this Samaritan dug up later and what? Worship it. And so that's what he told you. Buy this dove, buy this golden dove. Yeah, go ahead. That's what he told you to do. Now I'm just letting you know what's going on. All right. And on reaching the Bethel, you erected an altar to the Lord. On a pillar, he set up the stone where he had rested his head on the night which he had passed there on the journey to Haran. Then he bade his parents come to Bethel and take part in his sacrifice. But Isaac sent a message saying, "Oh, my son Jacob, that I might see thee before I die." Whereupon Jacob hastened to his parents, taking Levi and Judah with him. And when the grandchildren stepped before Isaac, the darkness that shrouded his eyes dropped away. And he said, "My son, are these thy children?" For they resembled thee. And the spirit of prophecy entered his mouth and grasped Levi with his right hand and Judah with his left, and on to bless them, and spoke the words to Levi. But understand this here. So yeah, I've met a lot of people, but they're not into, no, because God has been showing me like when I met Clyde. All right, like you see, I forgot about him because I'm not into that. But anyway, when I met Clyde, I told him to do certain things. And if you would have done those certain things, I don't know if you've done them or not, but he would have been truly blessed because he was already trying to obey his voice, keep his commandments. So when I saw him, I just, and his wife also, and his mother, but I didn't see no wrong in them. But I see other people when I meet, I see wrong in them. God showed me what they are doing and stuff. But with his family, I can see that. And so he got blessed. He got blessed immediately. Yes, he did. Ask him. Yeah, God blessed immediately. And that's it. So if you don't obey the voice, keep his commandments, you come to me, you get blessed. Now, yeah, some people come online and my channel and stuff, and I just tell them they be blessed because God wants me to bless them. But they got others come on there and they just get the curses. Some people I see and meet in the streets and everything, and they can't get no blessing because they're not obeying the voice, keeping his commandments. Just telling you that's how it works. All right. Anyway, no, because when I went in the Seventh-day Adventist church, I couldn't bless none of them. No, they only had one woman that probably would have got blessed. But what happened? I wasn't there for the teach. It's in the church house, man, and they had the people trying to teach. You see, preachers say, "Why don't you come and be our teacher?" I couldn't do it because I was there for the teach them. That was Seventh-day Adventist church, and then I had to go there and be a part of them. God don't want me to be a part of that foolishness. No, but there's a guy there, there's a guy there. God showed me what was going to become of him. Yeah, he was going to go back to New York City and live that live a lifestyle of a golden parachute, I could say, lifestyle. Yeah, but I hope he repent. I hope he repent. No, because he showed us that he's going to have people coming picking up with him with limousine. They had a woman that was prostrate before him. No, he wasn't doing nothing. No, she was prostrate before him. I didn't see her do nothing else. And yeah, and he was living in a penthouse apartment. And God showed it to him what it was he was with, that he was doing in New York City. So God showed me that. Yes, he does. He does. Tell me things also. Anyway, let's continue on. May the Lord bring thee and thy seed nigh to him before all flesh, that you serve his sanctuary like the angel of the face and the holy angels. So that's Levi. So we know that's already Levi. He doesn't get a portion in land. I told you that. Princes, judge, and rulers shall they be unto all the seed of the children of Jacob. The word of God will be proclaimed. The word of God proclaimed in righteousness, and all his judgment they will execute in justice, and they will make manifest his ways unto the children of Jacob, unto Israel his path. Now, but what happened with that was the blessing is still there, but we know that go to Testament of 12 Patriarchs and tell you what's going to happen. That's where you're at. You're in the seventh priesthood. And so this priesthood is corrupted. But we got a priesthood that coming back within the Messianic era. So you got a new priesthood coming back on, as I'm telling you now. And this priesthood is going to be righteous in all its ways. It's going to restore the original priesthood. And so, yeah, but with this priesthood, man, it's right. It's corrupt. As course you see that. All right. But they're going to Levi going to repent. And then things going to change. Judah repenting now. I've seen all this. Yeah, I've seen all this. I saw Judah return. I told you that. And I seen that old age and said, oh, they did know it. Boy, yeah, I see. I was happy to see him go back. And then I saw Israel itself being the gathering going back into the land. But I saw Judah first, then I saw Israel. going back into the land. Yeah. So that's yeah, I saw a repair of the breach. I did. They had no, it looked it was like a pipe. Wouldn't that be about 6-inch pipe, a 12-inch pipe, whatever you say it was. And it wasn't that long. No, it was more like a 6-inch pipe. And they had a piece that was messed up in it. Now, holy angel came with a blowtorch. And he cut that piece out. Yeah, they cut the rock, cut the piece out of it that was corrupted, that was deteriorated. Cut that piece out, then he put another piece in and welded it together. And that's when I learned about the repair of the breach. So I saw that. That's so much the Lord God and showed me. But anyway, let's continue on. My time is almost up. Yeah, it's almost up. And unto Judah he spake, saying, Be ye prince, thou and one of thy sons, over the sons of Jacob. So we know what that was Jesus. And thee shall be the help of Jacob, and the salvation of Israel shall be found in thee. And when thou sittest upon the throne of the glory of thy justice, perfect peace shall reign over all the seeds of the children of my beloved Abraham. That was his father. Yeah. All right, but no, it got more to it. I mean, yeah, it got much more to it. And on the morrow, Isaac told his son they would not accompany him. On the morrow, Isaac told his son that he would not accompany them to Bethel on account of his great age. But he bade him not to delay longer to fulfill his vow, and give him permission to take his mother Rebekah with him to the holy place. And Rebekah and her nurse Deborah went to Bethel with Jacob. But I've been to Bethel. Yeah, Bethel, he's going to destroy Bethel. Because when I went to Bethel, I was delivering the message. Yeah, it's in one of my other videos. They didn't touch me. The woman touched me. And the man, they wanted to take me. And we're going to do worse than they do in America. They had their band. And they had all that. They were gearing up. But they had the holy angel with them. Yeah, they couldn't do nothing. But God, then I read in there where he said he was going to destroy Bethel. Then I went to Ariel. And I went there and they touched me again, Ariel. So God, go read this, and now you're going to destroy those two places. Ariel and Bethel. You're going to destroy them completely off the face of the earth. Yeah, go read it. Go read it. They're doing it for a lot of reasons, but I'm one of the reasons that he's doing it. Yes. Yes. I went over there humble. I went over there raising my voice, howling and screaming when they were doing something to me. Just let them do it. Because I know what was coming. At that time, I just was going over there, obeying his voice and making a long distance phone call, as she would say. Yeah, Jesus on the main line, telling him what you want, call him up, tell us, so where would you make that phone call from? All right. Anyway, just telling him. And so with all God sitting over there, showed me everything that was going on, how rotten and evil these people did. All of Israel, true Israel, come up there and tell me the same thing, how they treated them. And night the young boy, I said, man, we're not fighting for these people. Yeah, young black guys. Israel, that's who they are, Israel. And then I met a young woman from Israel. She told me how they treated them. They hate us over there. And they told me all that they had to go through it, what they got to do. But you know, they're always going to have those, no, you can't call them on the tongues. You can't call them that. Because they're worse than that. Yeah, because they're way worse than that. You got to call them something else. Now, I know, I just can't think of the name that they call them. Anyway, so that's how they are. All right, just letting you know, man, just telling you. Because time has been wrapped up, you're in the apocalypse, and in the Messianic era with unrighteousness, ungodliness, and righteousness are growing up at the same time. Then you get your power back, you get fire from up on high.
Like when the disciples first got the power, when the Holy Ghost first came down, then you're being raised up prophets that have been in his name. So that's going on also at the same time. Saints and servants are being held, coming together. We're talking about real, we're talking about those in that Christianity stuff. We're talking about those who truly obey his voice and keep his commandments and have their personal relationship with the Creator. That's what the ones I'm talking about. And so they also are there to get their power from on high. And, you know, they're going to say stuff that's going to happen. And they're going to say, man, and they're going to know that things have been returned. This is not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. I am Elijah. Until next time.